All right, here we are, everybody. We have a Isaac secret room item tier list here. Welcome to the video. Starting off, I am actually not doing this alone. If you don't mind, you can introduce yourself. We have a guest.
Hi, I'm Turtier, and I think Tainted Lazarus is good.
Tainted Lazarus is not good. That is terrible. Tainted Lazarus is not good. I actually met Turt. By the way, this is going to be a very podcasty kind of video, so just get ready for it. It's probably going to be like an hour or two long, you know, because we're
going to have a lot of disagreements.
Yeah, a lot of disagreements, a lot of debates, you know, because the reason why I'm doing this with Turt, I did a best birthright tier list, and a best character tier list before, and he left like these super long paragraph long discussions in the comments, and I was like, yo, wait, I love this. And then eventually we started DMing a lot more and yada yada yada, and now we're doing this because I noticed that he's really good. So I actually have his Twitch in the description if you like, you know, how knowledgeable he is at the game, probably even more knowledgeable than I am. Then Isaac Lord 69, it's crazy. Then you know, his Twitch is going to be in the description. Go check him out. Yeah, it's Turtier. I'm probably just going to call him Turt though. But do you have anything to say before we get started? Maybe emphasize these tiers a little bit.
Well, F tier is going to be for the detrimental items, so the items that you will not take even if you won't get anything otherwise. E tier might be for like kind of useless items that don't really do anything. And then otherwise they're kind of a bit self-explanatory. D's below average, C's average, B's above average. A's for like your not quite run carries, but they're like almost. And S is the run carries, you'll win the run pretty much instantly.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, we're probably going to take turns like placing stuff. So starting off with the best item in the secret room pool. 1-up, bro. It gives you a 1-up. This is like...
I hope you're joking.
This is insane. An extra life? No.
You're joking.
No. When you revive with this, it revives you. It revives you out of the room as well, right?
Yeah, but it fully heals you all your red hearts when you revive.
Oh, really? Wait, it doesn't lose your red heart containers?
No, you keep all the red heart containers, they're fully healed.
Oh, I actually didn't know that. I mean, it's like a decent life item, I guess. I mean, it's still pretty mid. I guess C is fine. It's kind of hard to tell because we don't have the items.
C.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell yet.
Exactly in C.
We could always edit the list as we go on, but I think for now C is fine. This is a very basic mid item.
I 100% think C. Yeah. I mean, generally, like, I find a lot of time I'll pick a 1-up, and I'll never use the revive.
Exactly. I'm the same way. I barely ever use it.
The main time I'll use 1-up, actually, is for the full heal. I won't use it, sometimes late run. There is occasional runs late run where I get the revive and I actually need it, and I get the full heal, and then I beat the boss with it. Like, that is kind of rare, though. What I mostly would use it for is, like, if I don't have any soul hearts and I'm playing a blood donation, just kill yourself and then get your hearts back. Like, that's like the main use.
Yeah, honestly, I use it for like cheese and stuff like that too, or maybe if there's like a sacrifice room. I actually didn't know it kept all your.
Sacrifice room is good. Yes.
I didn't actually know that it kept all your heart containers. That makes it a tiny bit better than a regular life item. I'm pretty sure. That's pretty good actually.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a very basic item. Let's move on to this one. What do you think?
Okay, so I need to place this one. This one's I'm a bit unsure of. But I think my gut feeling is C or B.
I think I'm pretty sure. I also have a list here to cross-reference. Do you remember what this item is named? All right. I'm not gonna lie. I deafened. I'm throwing. But yeah, what were you saying about this item here? Astral projection.
Okay, I was saying thinking it might go in B or C. Probably B, but I'm a bit unsure. It's a bit of a weird item. So when you get hit, you turn into like a ghost form, like the Lost. And if you get hit in that form, you go back to your body, and it's a free hit, basically. There's kind of a bad Holy Mantle, where you get the Holy Mantle hit after you've already taken damage in the room. And also, when you get hit the first time, it slows down time for 2 seconds, and you get a big tears up. Like a brief amount of time.
Here's the way that I see it. I don't even consider it a worse Holy Mantle, really. Well, okay, you have to take the first hit for it to take effect, right? And you still take damage on that first hit?
But then the second hit is free. The second hit is free.
I almost want to say it's comparable to Mantle. Is that crazy for me to say? Because...
Well, I think it's comparable to Mantle, but it's a lot worse. That's why I said it's a bad Holy Mantle.
I don't know, man. You could really abuse the flight aspect and the spectral aspect, and it's really good for bosses.
Okay, I think. Oh, okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think if you clear the room in the ghost form, you lose the flight. So you need to utilize the flight in an active room with enemies.
I think you're actually right.
And if you get hit, you lose.
I actually do think you're right, to be fair. But okay, it's a shame because I really love this item. But if we're comparing it to the other secret room items, maybe it's not that cracked. I was gonna say A, but maybe that's a bit high.
Even in general, I will say maybe C is just a bit. C is probably definitely too low. I'd say B is probably right. I don't think this is an A tier item because A's are like the semi-carry items. But this is not a semi-carry. But I would say it's
nice
probably better than the average item. It's nice to have. You save some health.
You know what
get
else
a bit
I like
of a
about
power
it?
buff every time you get hit.
What else I like about it is that you could be like pretty aggressive in the lost form because you're invincible. Like you're not going to take a hit. So if you have like a really strong like close range sort of thing, then you could like really be a little aggressive.
Yeah. And you get the tiers up for it. If you had proptosis, I could see that being quite useful.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've had proptosis. I've had spirit sword, stuff like that with this, and I've noticed a lot of times where it's just really nice to get a big damage burst on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice. It's not a run carry.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, I like this item. This is Binge Eater, right? That's what it's called?
Yes. Binge Eater.
Binge Eater. I feel like this has to be at least A. That's where I would put it.
I think S.
You really think S?
I think S.
I mean, I'm not against it,
Yes,
but I will say though, it's not top of S. It's probably bottom S.
It's definitely near the bottom of S somewhere. But the first time I got this item in Repentance, I didn't really know what it did, so I had to look up on the wiki what it did.
As one does.
I read it, and I'm like, oh, this sounds alright. It was way better than I thought it would be.
It's pretty insane.
This item is deceptively good. You read it, you're like, oh, you get some HP up, you get a bit of stats. It doesn't matter. You will max out your red health, and the thing with the red health...
Isn't it always damage up?
Containers, it's not... Okay, it gives you temporary damage up, kind of like a bad red stew effect.
Oh, right.
It's still temporary damage, but then every HP up, all of the basic ones that it can cycle between, give you 2 permanent stat ups, which can be damage and can be tears.
God damn it, this is such a broken item. I didn't even realize that it was tears and damage.
Not both. Like each item is different. I mean, you can check what on the wiki what each HP up gives you. So breakfast is the worst one. It gives you shot speed and range. Dessert gives you damage and shot speed. That's damage. I don't think any of them give you tears and damage.
I almost even want to say now. Granted, the one thing that's deceptive about this, why I did want to put it top of A tier, is that it does lower your speed with every health up too, right?
I will say that, yeah, and none of the HP ups, none of the extra stats they give you is speed. So you will get a lot of stats, but you'll never get speed.
And you always get speed down whenever you pick up a health up, right?
Yeah, but it's only 0.03.
Which is not much. But I don't know, with speed, like, I feel like speed, it's kind of deceptive in a way. Like, if you have under 1 speed, like, being under base speed is so bad, even for boss fights. Like, it's really hard to get some dodges in. Like, even against simple bosses, like Mom's Heart.
I'd say 0.9, you're still fine. But if you're below 0.9, if you're below 0.8, you're starting to really feel it.
Like, honestly, there's a lot of... Now, granted, the great thing about this item, too, is that you're not forced into it. It's not like it changes every item into a health up. You get basically Tainted Isaac effect, so you don't need to take the health up. So that's why I think it probably is still bottom S tier. But it is still technically a negative to it, because being under base speed is pretty damn bad. I was about to say, the Mom's Heart Brimstone lasers are, like, impossible to dodge if you're under base speed.
That is true. That is true.
And that's just one example. Like,
there are some runs. Like there are some runs where I'm a bit slow. Those brimstone beams come out. I just let it pass through me.
Yeah, like you just can't do anything, you know. So because there will be a lot of times I have this item and I want to pick up the health up for the extra stats, but my speed's already so low. But either way, the fact that you could choose the item, I think, is what still lets it be an S tier.
I will say, so there's 8 HP ups it gives you. 3 of them give you a damage up, and 3 of them give you a tears up.
That's pretty damn good.
Like, only 2 of them won't give you damage or tears. You will max out your tier rate. You will get to the 5 cap. And you will get damage. You will get temporary damage all the time. The temporary damage is always true. And since you're getting items so often, you can keep up that temporary buff for quite a while, because you can just keep renewing it. And just also, one thing I was trying to say before, individual red HP isn't that useful. But when you have a lot of red HP, it is very good.
Oh, definitely.
Because all of those full heal effects are doing way.
I mean,
more
imagine
damage.
like a Samson run with this.
Yeah, exactly. This can very easily max out your red HP, which max red HP is very powerful. If you get a sun card, you're winning the run. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
you will win the run.
All
Or
right,
even a full health pill.
Let's move on. This will probably be towards the bottom, but it is very good. Very, very good.
Very good.
This one.
Okay,
this is
I'll
on
place. Oh, like this one's hard. I would say above 1-up in C tier.
It's 1 heart, 1 soul heart, 1 dark heart, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I actually think it is more useful than 1-up. I mean, you get a health up. Honestly, a health up in general I think is better than a 1-up.
I would say a health up, a regular health up is a little bit below 1-up. But
You think
health
so?
up with benefit, I think, is above 1-up. I think 1-up's very close to health ups.
Yeah,
I think
kind
breakfast
of
versus 1-up, I take 1-up.
Honestly, now
But
that I know
something
that
like the
you
meat
keep
that
your
gives you a
heart
bit of damage.
containers, now that I know you keep your heart containers, that actually is pretty good for it. I think a regular life up, like where you lose all your containers, I would say is worse than a health up.
Yeah, but Black Lotus, the extra Soul Heart and Black Heart can be quite good.
Oh, definitely. Especially if you get this early
it's
game,
not-
like you get like basically guaranteed devil deals.
Yeah.
I mean, that one's pretty basic. We can just move right on.
Yeah.
Blank card. It's a shame. So I guess we have to rank this as it is in Repentance, right? Because this used to be like,
Yes.
I honestly, unironically, would have put this in S tier. For
I
what
would
it was
as well.
Before. It used
Because
to
you get Yera and you win.
exactly,
Instantly.
or and any rune. There's so many good runes, like, or even like Perthro. Like you got D6 then. But
Yeah,
now they
like,
have.
in Afterbirth Plus. Okay, I like most Repentance nerfs, and this is also one that I like. It definitely deserved the nerf. It needed the nerf.
It
was
did.
way too good.
But it's a shame
But
though.
I will say it. Actually, I'll let you place it. You need to do the initial placement.
Yeah.
But,
So one of the things I actually don't like about the nerf, I agree that they made it not work with runes anymore, especially since they made this. But
yeah, exactly.
what is it? What I don't like about its nerf is it does what the Pill Mimic does, in that it changes the rune charge depending on what card you use. I think that is actually way more detrimental than it seems, because it does do that, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and I do agree.
That's really detrimental, because like so now you can't spam Sun, for example. Granted, you can still use it, which is really good. You can't.
Yeah, and the Sun is a 12 rune charge.
That's just it's so hard to min-max with that. You know what I mean? Like,
Two of Diamonds is another one that blank card was busted.
yeah.
with.
I mean, 2 of
12
Diamonds is still
rune
busted
charge.
with blank card, but like,
It's
you can't.
It's still a bit busted, but 12 rune charge is quite difficult.
Like, it takes more than one battery to recharge it for min-maxing. So I think.
yeah.
I don't know. That definitely does lower it a lot. I would unironically. This seems really crazy, but I'm gonna put it below Astro Projection.
Oh no, I honestly agree. I was thinking somewhere in the probably B tier range. I could even see High C.
I actually
honestly,
could too, but I'll wait, because I do definitely think it's better than these.
Yeah. It's definitely better than Black Lotus, yeah.
Yeah. Because you also need to get a good card to make use of it. Sometimes you get it, you don't even get a good card.
It doesn't drop you a card like.
Yeah, it's a little
Clear
weird that it
drops
doesn't,
you.
huh?
I wish I do think I do like the nerf. I even do like the recharge based on what the actual card is. I do think that makes sense.
It does make sense, but it's just not as good.
I do think that since they added Clear Rune, and it makes a bit more sense for Clear Rune because you're less likely to have a rune. But I think since they added Clear Rune and it drops a rune, I think they should have added that to Placebo and Blank Card as well. It'd be small, but it would be nice. You know that when you pick it up, you're actually gonna have something to probably use with it. I mean, it might be a bad card, but you know, at least you have something guaranteed that you could use with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're probably gonna have a card. Cards are pretty common.
Yeah.
But still, like, there are times I pick up blank card, I don't have a card yet, and I'm like, well.
Yeah. And honestly, I know I kind of want to go a little bit out of order here and go immediately to Clear Room, because I want to say something about it. Is that all right?
That's fine, yeah.
Okay.
I guess let me do the initial placement, though.
Yeah, that's fine. Go for it.
Initial placement for Clear Rune. I also need to talk in conjunction with blank card on this. I'm actually, God, I want to say A tier, but it might be B tier.
So, I actually think this is gonna sound so crazy because we were just talking about how OP the blank card was with runes. I think it's worse than blank card. And here's the main reason.
Interesting.
Like you just said, cards are so much more common. You can make blank card work way more often than you can make this work. 9 times out of 10, I get this. I never find a rune in the run. It's so aggravating because runes are rare, right?
But you do get the free rune initially.
That is true, but I almost, because there's more well, not, I shouldn't say useless. It's just, I don't know. I think the main runes that are so good with it are Perthrow and Yera. What other runes are like really good?
Perthrow is a 4 rune charge, so if you pick this up and
it's better than
Perthrow,
D6.
that's 4 rune charge. It's 4 rune charge D6, yeah.
I guess that's
even
true.
Black Rune. If you pick it up and get Black Rune, that's a 4 rune charge void. I mean, you're not going to need the active item aspect of it, but it's not a big deal. 4 rune charge Soul of Eden is kind of a weird D6. It's a Chaos D6.
Right.
I
mean, I do like 4 rune
D6.
charge for Perthrow, but like I feel like there's more runes that just are like you know?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, there's some
because
really
the card, there's so many cards in the pool that you could find, and all of the tinted cards are goated, right? Like they're all freaking good.
Yeah.
But with the runes, I feel like only like 3 of them are that good. Like at least half the cards are
Reverse Lovers with blank card is a 4 rune charge. I know you get the Broken Heart, but still,
that's insane.
Crazy.
Or even like a devil card, like you get a guaranteed devil room or angel room every floor. You get Suicide King. But no,
Suicide King, yeah, you could.
You kind of get what I'm saying though, right? Like I feel like there's more times you do get the rune on drop. Honestly, I forgot about that, so I could see it being above. I do think they're right next to each other. I'll say that. But
I will say one thing with these items is I feel like they're so high potential, and I feel like in runs I don't really hit that potential.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Blank card, I reach that potential a lot more often.
To be fair, these are secret room items, and you don't really see secret room items that often, and that is a reason why I don't have as many runs where I remember getting clear rune, and it's good.
True.
Because I don't have that many runs that get clear rune. Blank card's the same. They made it so rare in the shop that it's basically just a secret room item now. So it's kind of actually I think it's item room as well. Let me check that.
I think it is.
But I don't really see blank card that often. To be honest, the main time I feel like I see blank card is on Tainted Lost runs, and on Tainted Lost
I do definitely see blank card way more often. I know we're not really counting rarity into this list, but I'm pretty sure I do see blank card a lot more often than rune. However, I'm not counting the rarity of the items.
Oh no, it's not. It's not in the treasure room pool. It's just in the shop and secret room. And in shop, I think it's like 0.1 weighting or something really dumb.
I don't know. I kind of want to leave it like this, but are you pretty convinced that it should be above? Because I'll put it above if you think it's better.
I do think clear rune should be above.
Okay.
But
I mean,
I'm
that's
actually
fine.
not entirely sure, but I do think it probably is.
It's fine.
I'm just looking at the runes. There's some good hits, like okay, I guess there's some that aren't. Like if you get Ansars, I mean Ansars is 2 room charge. You can get that every floor. It's not terrible. Bacano's pretty bad. Well, I guess it's better Guppy's Head. It's 2 room charge Guppy's Head that gives you like double.
But like I really start to think about how many goated tinted cards there are. Like
okay.
There's so many.
I really want to like.
There's so many good ones, and they're all in the rotation. Or
yeah,
even Sun.
Tinted...
Wait. Is there an auto all heal rune? I don't think so. Or even Strength.
I don't think so either.
Strength is crazy. You know how many times in runs?
Oh, Strength is 3 room charge. That is legitimately
That's
good.
Let me put it above. Come on, man. Strength every 3 rooms? Okay. That's guaranteed for every boss.
Okay, but hear me out, right? Hear me out.
And extra health! You can min-max! You can min-max with that.
Okay, but Clear Rune, Soul of Cain, it's 6 room charge red key, but it opens all of the doors. So it's basically red key. Blank card Yera is 12 room charge, but you can still break the game with that.
You can.
Blank card, clear rune, Soul of Lilith. 12 room charge, but it's a permanent familiar. Every 12 rooms. Permanent familiar.
That is
could
pretty
be,
crazy.
Like one of the really good ones. Like Twisted Pair or Incubus or Succubus or like something really good.
That is pretty crazy as well. But don't you, I'm trying to think. I mean, hell, you could even do the freaking, I mean, there's also, the entrance for the runes. So this isn't really an argument, but the, isn't there 2 cards for the secret path? Like, basically the mom shovel effect? I think there's 2. Like, you get one that has a crawl space, that's one of the tinted
there's
versions.
The world. I think it's just the world, the reverse world, and then I think just for runes it's just Iwas.
Is there only one? I'm pretty sure there's also I'm pretty sure for cards there's one for a guaranteed crawl space and one that exactly does the mom shovel. Or maybe I'm thinking of the rune. Maybe I'm tripping. I might be.
I think you're thinking of Iwas.
I am probably thinking of Iwas. All right, my bad. Man, I don't know, man. Strength for 3 charge? That's so good.
Strength for 3 room. Okay, legitimately, strength for 3 room charge actually might be better. That actually might be one of the best blank card hits. It actually might be, and that's not even that rare. Ooh, even
this is crazy. Okay, the sun is 12. The sun is 12, right?
Yes.
So, like, you can min-max so easy with that, though, even if you don't want to use it for the whole run. So let's say you find a sacrifice room, you sack all your health, right? And then use blank rune. Guess what? You can sack all your health again. Let's say you only have like 3 hearts. Sack all your health again. And then you could use the sun card. That's another heal. So that's 2 heals. Like right there.
You know what? I think clear rune might be lower just for one thing. I think the hits on clear rune are better, but on
they're just so much more rare.
Okay, like if I had a choice, you said I can only get one right now, blank card or clear rune. Let's say I don't have any cards or any runes.
Yeah.
Yes, I know that clear rune will give me a rune, but if I miss the hit, I'm probably not seeing that many more runes.
Yeah.
I probably just permanently miss the hit, and now it's bad.
Yeah, exactly. It's just useless.
However, with blank card,
you're always going to see cards.
Just buy the card. Just buy the blind card. It could be strength card. Now you have better Book of Belial. Like,
by a lot. You can min-max with strength. That's crazy. Like,
I mean, you can even get reverse strength, which is even more busted. You can get error walk, which is 3 room charge as well.
I'm telling you, bro, those tinted cards are so good. I almost want to...
Huge growth. Huge growth is 3 rooms.
Maybe this is a bit cap. Okay, maybe I should lower this below these 2.
I think we should actually, yes.
I was gonna say that that blank card should go above this, but honestly, I think this is a little worse.
Most of our videos gonna be talking about blank card.
Okay, but this is good, right? We get to leave it like this. I feel like this is fair.
You know what? You convinced me the blank card's better.
Yes, the convince. Let's go.
Just by a little bit. I think these are never getting separated though.
The strength is, I did not think it would be a 3-room charge, I will say. That is insane. And I feel like I get strength every run. Are some cards more common than others? Because I feel like I get that every run.
Definitely. The reverse, I'm not sure about the regular sided ones, but the reverse one's definitely rarer.
Okay, I do know that. But like is strength more common than other cards?
I don't think so.
I just feel like I see it all the time, like more than other cards.
I don't know. That's one thing I wish there was more info on. There is ways to find out, but I don't actually know what the card rarity is, and I wish I did.
I mean, even basic cards like the Devil is just nice to have. I bet that's also a low room charge. How much is that?
Devil. Actually, yes. Let's find out.
I would imagine that's 2.
Devil is. No, Devil's also 3.
I don't know why. That's silly. Why would that be
why would that be the same as strength? So Devil is just Book of Belial, but Devil is worse Book of Belial because you don't get the Devil chance increase, but then strength is better Book of Belial.
Well, at least Devil you could use it more often than Book of Belial. It's not that much worse.
Oh no, they're the same charge, 3 rooms each.
Oh wait, am I dumb? For some reason I thought Book of Belial was 6 room. I'm just dumb. Alright, whatever.
I don't know why. No.
Whatever. No. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's just go. I like that though. They're still not A though because you need, for both of them, you still need. Yeah,
I feel like they can be a bit situational, and I feel like a lot of runs I just don't get the right.
Yeah. Now, old blank card would have been S tier for sure.
S tier, yes, for sure.
Especially since it didn't even used to have the frickin', the different cards gave you different charges. Like that's insane.
I will say actually though, Old blank card was 6-room charge for a strength card.
That is true.
The buffed one, the change one is actually buffed in that regard, where it's 3-room for a strength card.
I still think though, like Old
change.
Sun, for example, though, I think Old Sun is more OP than 3-room strength.
Oh yeah, Old Sun.
Or even just Yara.
Like,
even just 6-room charge Yara.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. We've talked about them for too long.
This got one of my favorite buffs of any item ever.
I love this buff.
This buff is so good. I mean,
all of the, even Ewa's got the same buff. Like,
so
it's just, I really like it.
For the unknowledgeable, this item for all of Isaac history until, was it Repentance that did this buff?
Repentance, and it was a patch in Repentance. It wasn't even initial.
Oh, I didn't even realize it wasn't initial. Okay, well, yeah. Basically, this item has always been like a meme item, right? Because nobody ever picks it up. It used to be a Devil Deal item. It's like, all it does is bring you to the next floor. But then they buffed it eventually to, if you use it on like one of like the design spots of a room, like a skull on the ground,
there might be a bit
or
of moss, a bit of moss on the floor.
Yeah, it could be any design spot on the floor. It sounds so stupid, but yeah, that's how it works. If you use it there, then you get a guaranteed crawl space for that floor. Now it is only one per floor, but that's insane. I mean the
crawl space is always the same per floor anyway. There's only one crawl space that generates on a floor. So even if you could get more, it wouldn't be useful.
Right.
But yeah,
But the big thing, do crawl spaces always have an item? I don't think so.
Not always, but most of them do.
And you could even get black market, right?
Yes.
Either way, this is an amazing buff. The only thing, here's my big thing why it's kind of hard for me to put it. I definitely think it's either A or B. I'll say that right now. The only thing that's making me not say A immediately is that it's a reuse item, and late game it has like no use.
I disagree, because late game you still get the crawl space every floor.
Well, you don't get it on the last floor, but maybe that's just a bit cringe for me to say specifically.
I'm pretty sure you get the crawl spaces even on floors that can't generate trapdoors.
I don't think you get it on Dark Room.
If you use it on the I think you do.
I really
and also
don't think
in Dark Room it's actually even better, because you can dig up the forgotten spot in Dark Room, you get a free chest, and that will be a free item. So
I guess so. Okay, actually, maybe I do stick with A, because you also don't need the card or the rune. Like, it's just always useful.
I think it's a high B, or I think it's B.
I do kind of agree.
Here's the thing we need to go deeper. Actually, I could even argue that it's actually between Clear Rune and Astral Protection. And here's why. Yes, you don't need anything, but when you pick it up initially, you don't know what items you're going to get in the future. Actually, no, you do get one item immediately, I guess you could say. You can just use it on that, like, immediately.
Right.
You can't do that in the Devil Room, though. Don't make the mistake I've made. Where you get it, you use it in the Devil Room to get a free item, and then you leave the crawl space and you're not in the Devil Room anymore. And you're left behind your item. Don't do that. Anyway. If you're in, like, the secret room, for example, you just use it in the secret room, and then you pick up whatever you had before. If you don't want to take it, you might just take it anyway. But I guess you get an item initially, but sometimes you don't. Like, I will say, if you're generating a lot of crawl spaces, you will get some that don't have items. Sometimes you just get duds. Sometimes the item in the crawl space isn't that good. It is a bit of a gamble. This is an item, actually, that I would say you kind of need to know, like, what's the average tier for an average item room item?
Yeah.
Because wherever that is kind of determines where this goes, in a way. The same for Chaos, which is
I do think it's better than average, though.
I do think it's better than average. I don't know. I think Clear Rune and Blank Card have a lot higher highs.
They do.
And even...
No, they do. Honestly, here's what
I'll
I'll say about it, and why I think I agree that it's lower. The main reason why I think it's lower is that, really picture yourself in a run. When are you gonna pick Shovel over either of these?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I'd always bank on one of these.
I would say, though, if I had I don't think you can get choice secret room item rooms, but let's say you could, theoretically. You get a choice secret room item room between Shovel and Astral Projection. I do think I'll take the Shovel. But I don't think I would take it over Clear Rune.
Well, it depends on when in the run for that. Astral Projection's way better.
Yeah, if it's earlier in the run. Oh, I was going to say the opposite. If it's earlier in the run, you want the Shovel because it's going to get you more items in the long run.
No, I'm saying Astral Projection is way better in the late game. So I
Oh
agree.
yeah, okay. I thought you said early run it's better. And I'm like, what?
No. That'd be weird.
Okay.
Okay, but anyway, let's move on. I think we're going a little too slow. This is
Book
you.
of Secrets. I want to say C tier. High C.
Does this just reveal secret rooms for the floor? I forget.
Okay, it has a 1 in 3 chance to either give you treasure map, 1 in 3 for compass, and 1 in 3 for blue map.
God, it's not
It
even
actually got buffed
guaranteed.
that if you already have every mapping effect, it gives you I can see forever for the floor, so it's Exo vision.
That's nice.
It's also 1/3 bookworm. I don't know. I would rather have it than a bit of health.
I don't think I would. Am I crazy? It's a reusable item, so you have to always take that into account. Like, if you already have a reusable item, you're not using it. There aren't that many reusable items that are worse than this. I think I'd rather just take the health and move on, if I had to pick.
Ooh,
Same with the life.
Maybe.
Like, there's so many reusable items that are better than this. I might even, this is kind of crazy, I think I'd put it in D.
Ooh.
I think in fact, I'm adamant about this. I think D. Or low C, if you really think it should be C. But
Okay,
I don't think it's
if I
above
were to take
these.
this or blank card, I would take this over blank card any day. That's a joke.
This? Oh, no. I was like, what? You're crazy. Yeah, no, I don't know. Every time I see this, I'm like, eh. Hell, I can't even...
Okay, see, I personally... Okay, so just a bit more on the tier definition, because I do have a bit more definitions. I also have, like, the reaction you have when you get the items. The S tier ones, you're like, that's like the highlight of the run. Like, if you're telling the someone else about the run, you will mention these items.
I got
like,
Binge
you might
Eater,
mention,
bro.
like,
Yeah,
an item
I
that's,
agree.
like, yeah, you might mention an item that's, like, unique. Like, you might mention Ludo. That's not an S tier, but that's a unique item, so you'll mention it. But there'll be items you always mention. Like, you can have Sacred Heart in that Ludo run. You'll mention Sacred Heart. It doesn't really have that much to do with the run, but you'll mention it. A tier you might not always mention, but like they're still good, and you pick it up, you're very happy. B tier I think you're like a little bit happy. You're like, yeah, this is good. C tier I think you kind of don't have a reaction. Like you walk in the secret room might be a bit different because there are higher hits in the secret room, but in general, C tier I feel like you don't have a reaction. Like you get it, you're like, oh, this is fine. Like I'm okay with this. It could be better, it could be worse.
Considering this is a reasonable item...
I think I walk into the secret room. And I see Book of Secrets, and I just don't have a reaction.
Yeah.
Maybe not secret room, but I feel like in general, if I find Book of Secrets, I just don't have a
I'm just
reaction.
like, whatever.
D tier is more like, oh god, like I could have got better. Actually, that might be D tier. Actually,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I could have gone way better. Like, this is trash. Even in a library. Like, I almost want to say E, bruh. I'm really starting to not like it.
It's not E.
But it's a reusable item. Keep in mind it's a reusable item. What are you taking this over as a reusable item? You don't just pick it up and have it just cause like these.
It's not E 100%. I can maybe believe D, but it's not E 100%.
I mean, I'll keep it in D, but I don't know. When we place more items, we might need to lower it.
There are a lot of trash actives in E. Theoretically, if you're doing an item tier, it's like a full item tier, so there'll be a lot of trash actives.
Well, we're compared to secret room items.
And it is better than all of them. In D tier, it is. I can.
Let's just leave it for now. We can always come back. They're not set in stone.
Okay.
At the end of the video, we can edit.
I don't know. I really like my mapping effects.
Yeah,
And,
but
like,
it's not
you get
even all
secret
of them.
mapping.
I feel like, honestly, if they're going to make a reusable item for mapping effects, they should just give you the map when you use it.
But you can, if you have full mapping, it's I can see forever for a floor.
Well, yeah, but you're not going to have all that, usually.
You might, and sometimes you get it from using it because it's reusable, right? So if you have like a bit of mapping already,
How many charges is it?
On the floor? 6 rooms, which kind of
That's
hurts, to be honest.
ridiculous.
It should be 4 rooms.
If you said 2, I would have moved it to C. That is ridiculous. 6 for one of the, 3 mapping effects? Get the frick out of here, bro.
Maybe you're right. It's D. Maybe you're right.
All right, whatever. I'm moving on. We can come back.
Maybe I just rated too highly. I feel like I'm never that sad to have Book of Secrets, but I think
Well,
you're right,
I mean, granted, obviously you'll always pick it up if you don't have an active item. But I don't think I've ever chosen this over any other active item.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Would I choose this or 1-up? I'd probably choose 1-up. You're right.
Yeah, because you just have it. Like, why not? With this, even if I didn't have an active item, even if I didn't have an active item, I would still pick 1-up because I know I can get better active items.
I thought you were gonna say even if you didn't have an active item, you still wouldn't take it, and then you move Book of Secrets to F2.
Well, no, okay, no, well, obviously not. But like I would pick up the 1-up if I had to choose between both of these. Because
okay, but are we forgetting to factor in the 1-3 bookworm?
I mean, yeah, but for secret room item, it's harder. Like if we were comparing library, well, to be fair, if we were comparing library, they all get bookworm.
If you get a library, you're getting bookworm just outright. You are getting it.
I mean, yes, I'd count it, but like, librarian honestly, is just a kind of transformation to go for. It's not like Guppy or even well,
bookworm is a 25% damage up effectively.
Yeah, but like getting 3 books libraries are still pretty rare. Like if you don't get a library, I don't think it's. I mean, I don't know. I do get 20/20 a lot. Either way, even with that, I still don't think it's C. That's what I'm gonna say.
I actually think it's C with the bookworm. I actually, now that I've remembered bookworm again, that is why I placed it in C. Now that I remembered bookworm, I think it is above Black Lotus in C, like I said originally.
No way. There's no way. It's just not. No. It just isn't.
A permanent passive. It gives you
but you need 3 books. Guess what? You get these effects immediately. You need to find 3 books.
But you get mapping. But
it's 6-room charge! Right? 6-room charge is ass for this item.
You get it every floor, at least.
I mean, yeah, but you get one of them. If they give me the whole map, sure. But you get one?
You can use it twice a floor quite easily.
Huh?
You can use it twice a floor quite easily.
Who cares? Just find all your secret rooms. Who cares?
If you already have one of the mapping effects, it won't give it to you. So you get all of the mapping effect. Now you have.
Let me put it this way. Okay, let me put it this way. The more I'm talking about it, I would put it in E. I would unironically put it in E. I'm being serious. I would put it in E.
The more I'm talking about, I want to put it in C.
So it's D because that's the midway. I'd unironically put it in E.
S.
The more I talk about it, it's S.
It's better than Binge Eater.
The more I talk about it, I do not like this item. So
why do you hate it so much?
I don't even hate it. It's just the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I never use this. I use it like once, and then I immediately get another active item. I'm like, all right, good. I'm done with it.
I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like there's quite a few runs where I get Book of Secrets and I just don't find active items the rest of the run, and I'm just using Book of Secrets the whole run.
Well, yeah, but then it just doesn't have that much of an effect. I mean, maybe that's like...
It's just me...
Like, who cares?
Okay. Theoretically, where would you rate X-ray vision? Actually, no, blue map. Where would you rate blue map?
Blue map would be better. Because secret rooms...
It is better, but where would you rate it?
Secret rooms being guaranteed... Like, you don't have to randomize the effect. Yeah, even if this was guaranteed secret rooms, I'd rate it higher. The fact that you can get, what is it, boss rooms? Or, what are the other ones? Like, full map with none of the important rooms. Like, if you have the important rooms, then you don't even need the full map, really.
I just realized something that makes this S tier. It got buffed. I actually wasn't even aware of this, but it got buffed in Repentance. When you use it, if there's any tinted rocks aren't that useful. If there's any tinted rocks or crawl spaces in the room, it will highlight them.
But you could just see the tinted rocks. You can use this in
a big room.
Well,
tinted rocks doesn't matter, but crawl space.
Yeah, but it has to be in the room. It's way too situational.
If you're in a big room with a lot of rocks, and
if you use it in the floor and it keeps the crawl space rocks highlighted the entire floor, I'd move it maybe even to B. But the fact that it has to just so happen to be in the same room, that's still trash.
Okay, bottom of C. Bottom of C.
No, because I think it's E.
I don't think it's deep. You think it's E?
I really do think it's E. I'm not even capping.
How is this an... It is not E in any world.
Anyway, we have to move on. That's what I think. We have to move on.
We'll move on. I'll let you keep D, but I think it's bottom of C at least.
There's just no way.
Maybe not at least. It is at least a D, but it's probably bottom of C. Anyway, we'll go on. It's fine.
I mean,
the videos talking about Book of Secrets.
Chaos is an interesting one. I think most people would even put this in S. I don't think it's S.
Oh, I don't think it's S.
Yeah, I don't think it's S. I don't even know if it's top of A. The thing is that, like, this has really high highs and really low lows. Like, there's so many good things about this item. I think most items are worse than the good items, right? Like, okay, for anybody who doesn't know, Chaos randomizes all the item pools. So you could find devil deals in the item room, you could find angel deals as a boss item, or you can find a health up in the devil deal, and it'll just be a waste of an item. So I don't know. It makes good rooms less impactful, but it makes bad rooms way more impactful. It makes shops really good. Overall, I'd always pick it up. I think I would. But it definitely does have high low. What would you say? I actually don't know.
Okay, I will pick up Chaos for fun, but for being optimal, I almost never pick up Chaos. That would technically make it an F tier item, but I don't think it's F tier by any means.
Really? I still think it's more optimal than unoptimal.
No, here's a good way of putting it. I think Chaos is a side grade. I don't think it makes you run better. I don't think it really makes you run worse. It's a side grade. It's C tier.
It is completely randomized. I think it has better cheese though, which is why I kind of want to put it at least in B.
One reason I don't like again, I will take it for fun sometimes. But one reason I don't like Chaos that much personally is I like knowing what rooms I'm going for.
Yeah.
Like I want to know that I can go into my angel room and get an angel item, and I will obviously play trying to maximize my chance at the angel item or the devil item. Or I'll look in secret rooms and I'll like try to get secret items. And yes, you can get those normally, but it's a lot more rare because it does factor in how common the item pool is. So I feel like what kind of happens is, yes, you can kind of get random secret room items or whatever, but most of the time you just don't. And then you just don't get the item pools you want. You just keep getting item room items or boss items. And it's like, yes, your boss items are better, I guess, but it's like, I don't know. I think it's a side grade. I think it's C tier.
How about we I don't know. C feels so wrong. I feel like there's so many times where this is really good.
I would argue it's lower, actually. C tier is me being a little bit generous.
I don't know, man. There's so many more items besides those good item rooms. Like, think about how many times you get, like, brimstone in, like, your shop. Or,
Not that often, to be honest.
Bro, I get really good items.
I can think of a lot... I think of a lot more times where I get Chaos and then I start getting... Okay, here's one thing.
It's hard to describe. I will say this...
Shops
I will
with Chaos...
I will leave it.
Okay.
But I do think... I can see the argument even as high as A. Just because it does seem like... Man, if you really know what you're doing, you could cheese the hell out of the game with Chaos. Hell,
I will say...
I mean, hey, and I wanna put this in there. This is one of the best greed items in the game.
Greed mode, it's good. Yes, very good.
It's amazing in greed.
Chaos is really good with shops. I think if you get early game Chaos, it's like you should probably take it. If you have a run that has like a lot of like kind of like those like consumable like or pickup generating effects, like they give you a lot of coins, then that's good because you can get more shops out of it. If you have restock, you buy it 100%.
Oh yeah.
But
or D6. I mean, D6 is amazing with it.
I would actually argue D6 is worse with it.
No, it's way better.
I actually argue that if you have D6,
what do you mean? It's always better with D6.
You never take Chaos. I would say Chaos is never take with D6.
That's ridiculous.
Because D6 you can go in your angel room and re-roll it and guarantee an angel bride. Or you can be in your secret room. No,
you're not thinking of the item correctly. You're not thinking of the item correctly. Because you can also go into an item room, find Butterbean. If you already have Chaos, you could randomize it into an angel deal item. It's the same thing.
Okay, but
it's completely random.
You're less likely to roll it into an angel room.
But you have to get the angel room. I mean, there's way more items in the game than there are the angel deal. Like, theoretically, you know, if you know what you're doing, you could find 3 regular items on each floor. And for those all to be completely randomized, like, that's better than the one angel room.
They changed Chaos. So how common each pool Chaos gives you is determined by how big that pool normally is. So most of the time you get item room items because that's the biggest item pool. yeah, I don't know. Like,
Doesn't this also cancel rarity?
I wouldn't think so. No,
I think it does. Something tells me it does. I think it literally blocks out the rarity chance. I think it's 100% chance for any item now.
I would say I wish I knew more about how chaos worked, but I would think it picks an item pool and then generates based on
I'm pretty damn sure. I don't know. I'm pretty damn sure it completely disregards rarity when you pick it up. Because I've gotten some really crazy items with it.
I don't know. I don't know. Look,
it's hard to rank. It's hard to rank, but the reason why I'm going to put it above Astro Projection is simply because, and I do want to rank this. You might say we shouldn't rank it like this, but Greed, literally, this is one of the best items you get in there.
Okay, wait. I'll put it like this. Would you rather have a Perthrow rune or a Soul of Eden?
Honestly? Soul of Eden.
No.
Yes,
no.
because...
How?
Because you could randomize Book of Shadows into a Devil Deal item.
But you won't. No, okay. That can theoretically work, but you have to high roll. But with actual D6,
with Angel Deals, there aren't even that many bad Angel Room items. And you have to save the Perthrow. Yeah. Book of Eden, sorry. The Soul of Eden, you could use anywhere. On any item.
But it's...
You have to save Perthrow for a specific room.
You never let me finish my D6 point. This is a huge D6 point. With D6, you can drop you can have a beggar in the secret room. You can play him out, reroll into secret room item, guaranteed. And you can't do that with chaos. Because it will still be random and you're gonna get an item room item.
I mean, you are right. That's why I don't want to put it any higher than B, but I'm telling you, people rank this as S. There are benefits to it.
And people are wrong.
Well, I agree that is wrong. But if you know what you're doing, I don't know, man. I think from what I'm hearing, it doesn't seem like you've used this the correct way. You need to you have to switch your thinking around for the run. It's different, but it's not worse. I actually think it's better because there's more randomized options.
Trust me. I've used chaos. And I know what I'm doing. Okay, if anything, I would say because I know what I'm doing, I know how to, like, play by normal rules, like, a lot better. And normal rules are really powerful if you know what you're doing.
Yes,
like,
but
item pools.
I think getting rid of the... I almost want to guarantee you that it gets rid of rarity, which is huge. No, like, rarity 4 items are just as common as rarity 1.
Well, they already are in Repentance.
Are they really?
Yes.
Again, it's just as common to get a rarity 4 item as it is to get a rarity 1? It is. In any room?
Yes, it is just the item weight stat that matters. So for whatever item pool you're in...
Oh, okay, well then it gets rid of item weights.
In this... I don't think it...
I really think it does, man.
Wait. Okay. The reason you think that is because you're saying that you get rare items with a lot. I don't think you realize that most of the really good items have item weight of 1 already in Repentance. Sacred Heart has weight of 1. Brimstone has weight of 1.
Okay, well that makes Chaos even better, because you can get that in any item, in any shop. So many shops have restock machines.
Yes, but alternatively, you could just go to your Devil Room, and then Brimstone's weight.
Those don't have restock machines, though.
Devil items. I will say, with restock machines, Chaos is really good. So one thing with Chaos...
And again, I need to count Greed here. I need to count Greed. Because that's part of it. It is debatably the best item in Greed.
Okay, but if we're talking about just Secret Room pool, I mean, there are Secret Rooms in Greed, but it's not really. It's actually
there's still Secret Rooms. You can still get it.
It's a different item pool, technically. There's actually, like...
Okay, well, is it in there? If it's in there, then it counts.
It is in there.
Well, then whatever. It doesn't matter.
I really don't think we should count Greed Run.
100% we should! That's one of the achievements.
Why should we?
You need to do Greed if you're going for Dead God. This is for a Dead God list.
Yep.
And Chaos, you always pick up in Greed. You never don't pick up Chaos in Greed.
I really disagree with the rating Greed mode on this list. Quite a lot, actually. I really disagree.
100% it should be counted.
Characters.
100% it should be counted.
Okay, well then blank card has to go up as well. Like,
That's true.
because blank card's like one of the best things to find in greed. And then D20, when we do the item tier list, would be like S tier. Like, I don't think you should count greed.
Well, I mean, I'm counting it.
I do agree.
No, okay, no. Granted.
I do agree that chaos is better in greed mode.
Granted, no. If I'm not putting like greed is not. I'm not doing like a half and half split. Like greed, I'm counting as one of the. How many achievements are there for each character?
I don't know.
Like 9?
You can get them done in like 5 runs. So, like if you do like.
Either way, I'm counting it as
like
one
5
of like
runs.
the 9
So greed is
achievements.
6.
Like it's still a low part of it, but it is still part of it. And like for an item, I'm only moving it up a tier. Like again, if it was 50-50, it'd be A tier by that logic, because it's the best item in greed mode, or like one of them. But I'm doing like, it's basically like a 10% like consideration of greed, because you know, like there's way more runs than regular.
I mean, I said D20 before, and I just said D20 because D20, but we have D Infinity here, which is effectively the same thing in greed mode. Like D Infinity would be top of S tier if we're countering greed mode.
It would.
Like,
but again, that's only
but
10% consideration. Like it's way more consideration to talk about the main run.
I highly disagree with counting greed mode on this list. A lot. I really don't think this is secret room. Like this is secret room pool. Like when you blow up, like in an actual run where you blow up the secret room that's there. I know there's secret rooms in greed mode, but they're not the same. And the chance you find a secret item in greed mode is so. All
right, are you really strong about? Are you really strong about it being in C?
I could maybe see low B if you convince me, but I'm pretty strong on high.
Because I had it here. This is where I would want to put it. This is where I kind of want to leave it.
The furthest I want it in B is the very, very bottom of B tier. Nothing goes below Chaos.
All right, fine. I'm not. I don't even feel that. I don't even feel that strongly about it. I do agree. I do, no matter what. I don't know. I guess I also get what you're saying about secret rooms in greed, just because nobody really goes for secret rooms in greed. But like the item itself is insane in greed. So
I just don't think greed should really.
And even if we discount greed, I actually still would put it at least B. Like if I'm not counting greed at all, because of restock machines, there's so much cheese you could do with it.
I can see that. One thing with chaos, I think if you get it early game, it's better. If you get it later in the game, it's actually detrimental. I think because later in the game, you stop getting item runes, you stop getting shops. You're only getting boss items, which chaos is good for boss items.
It is.
But you're also getting your angel items,
and also golden chests. And what about freaking chests?
Golden chest.
The chest floor.
The chest floor.
The chest floor is insane with chaos. You get so many chaos items in chest.
Not if you're going dark room.
Hell, what about the void? The void is all boss rooms. You get so many randomized items.
Void is already chaosed by default.
What are you talking about? No, it's not.
The void boss items are already chaosed by default.
Are they really?
They're not if you reroll them, but the initial spawn is always chaos. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I feel like I don't know, man.
I've once.
So you get brim. Wait, I don't think that's true though. I don't think that's true. I think you still get boss items from that pool.
No, only if you re-roll it. So if you re-roll it, it becomes a boss item.
So you can find brimstone, is what you're saying, off of a boss.
This is a real run I've had. I was fighting Delirium. I was doing kind of bad. I had an Emperor card, and I'm like, I really hope I haven't fought all the bosses in this floor, because I don't want to go back into the Delirium fight. I used my Emperor card to escape. It takes me to the last boss room I haven't done yet. I get R-key as the drop. And I R-keyed, and I made it back to Delirium, and I saved the run. It was crazy. And yeah, it's a chaos pool, so that's how R-key dropped. I didn't have chaos.
R-key was from a boss? Okay.
Yeah, because by default in Void, the boss rooms are chaos.
Okay, whatever. Whatever. Anyway,
anyway,
I think the chest point... Anyway, let's just disregard that then. The chest point is insane. For regular runs, like for people who do streaks,
look,
that's insane. You're always going for chest.
Bottom B. I personally, the reason I don't like it that much is I really, really value knowing that I can reroll in an item
I agree.
Room and guarantee I'm going to get that pull.
I agree.
I think guaranteeing is
I agree, but the only reason why I just think its perks outweigh its cons. It definitely has cons, don't get me wrong. But
I can kind of see that, and that's why I'll say bottom B, but I think it should be the B cutoff. I refuse to put anything below it in B.
Alright, whatever. We've been talking about chaos for way too long.
We've talked about a lot of these items way too long.
This is you, I believe.
Cracked orb. Okay.
This one's interesting.
Oh, this is an interesting one. Yeah, it's. I don't know. I feel like it's both useless and then also really clutch sometimes.
Okay.
I
call me
don't know.
crazy. Well, this is your placement, so you do it.
Let me see. I need to quickly just read up on the item again. I know what it does. I just want to. It has quite a few like weird different effects. I just want to read them all. Okay. Upon taking damage, you unlock all doors in the current room. I do like that because you can bomb yourself next to the challenge room and get in without having.
This opens red doors, doesn't it?
It reveals the ultra secret room, but there's no way to actually get there unless you have a cracked key or a soul of Cain separately, or a red key, obviously. But it will reveal it. It opens the secret room, a super secret room. It reveals a random unmapped room on the floor. It destroys all tinted rocks and rocks with crawl spaces in the room. I did not know that.
Wow.
You learn something new every day.
Even without knowing that,
you learn something.
even without knowing that, I was gonna put it at the top of C, honestly.
I was thinking probably C or B. So I don't know. It's a weird utility.
It is
item.
weird because I barely ever use it, honestly. But I feel like it has so much potential.
Okay, if we're counting in the completion marks, this can get you the Mega Satan door for free. It can get you the Mother door for free, and very few things can get you the Mother door for free.
I do want to preface, by the way, I have a big emphasis on getting completion marks because that's what most people are, doing. Like trying to get
really
Day God.
Don't. However, Cracked Orb is one of those things because it is so hard to get the Mother door if you accidentally miss the key, or if you weren't planning to go to Mother and you later want to go there and you've already missed the knife piece.
Does it also open? Does it open boss rush?
No, it doesn't. That's one of the few things it doesn't. But I don't know. You get boss challenge rooms easier.
Do you open all the like? Let's say you're in the first room of the Hush floor. Does it open chests?
No, it doesn't open chests.
Okay, well, either way, that's like, for example, in that one room, that opens 3 doors. Like, if you don't have enough keys, that's nice.
Yeah,
just
it
for
still
utility.
opens 3 doors without keys. That is true if you need keys. I mean, like, think about it. You can trade.
Like, honestly, even just having the option.
At any moment.
Like, if you're low on keys, having the option to bomb yourself or whatever, or take damage to open doors, I mean, that's just nice to have, right?
Yeah. I say challenge room is a very nice use for it, because instead of lowering all your health, you bomb yourself once and you've opened the door.
Huh.
Also, I will say, this happens to me a fair amount. I'll get hit naturally in a room, and it just opens the secret room next to me. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was there.
That's where I most notice that I have it. I almost never use it on purpose, but I should. I really should. I know that this has a lot of potential. I kind of want to put it at least above these.
Oh, damn, it opens the beast door as well.
Really?
I'm negative. You can keep your
negative. No way. You could keep... To me, that's insane.
Oh, I think it's B tier. That puts it up from C to B, I think.
I'll even put it above...
This has enough utility, I think.
I do think that these are definitely above it.
This is such a weird item.
The only reason why I don't want to put it above these is because, like, who uses this, like, actually? We should.
Me. Me.
Well, I want to. But you didn't even know most of these effects.
I didn't know the one about, I didn't know Beast Door, but that actually makes sense, and I think I have used that before. And I didn't know the Tinted Rock one. You can theoretically go in a room with a bunch of rocks, and you could take damage to an enemy, and it could reveal a crawl space.
Yeah.
Like...
I think where it is, I think where it is pretty good, honestly.
This is such a weird item, so I'm not super sure about it, but we're not going to get a better placement. It's fine. Okay, your turn.
I just think that these 3 right next to each other just feel so strong. Like, I feel like this makes so much sense to me.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I agree.
This is a controversial item. I'm sure a lot of people like it, but I'm not one of those people. I think it's upright detrimental.
Thank you. Thank you. I was ready to argue F tier so hard.
I think it's upright. It's outright detrimental. I think the only situation ever where it's like kind of good is when you're lost, right?
Oh, as the lost, it's okay.
Because
even as the lost.
But if you get hit with mantle, does it teleport you out?
No, it doesn't. That's why it's good as the lost.
Then yeah.
Even as the lost though. Even as the lost, it's not bad anymore, so I'll take it. But I don't even like it that much as the lost.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not
so
even the biggest fan of it.
Even when I don't have the downside, I still am not a big fan. I mean, it is good. I wouldn't know. I could probably calculate the exact damage it gives you or whatever. But
I want to say
it doesn't even feel that good.
I want to say this might be the
boss.
worst secret room item here. It might be.
Yeah, to the other ones. But it is down there. It is down there. I think it's outright detrimental.
This can ruin so
don't
many
pick up-
runs. If you get this, then you're like,
actually. True story. Early Repentance, one of my first Mother runs. Actually, it was a Maggie run. So this was my second ever Maggie run. I only beat Mother once as Isaac. It's my second ever Mother run. I had Sacred Heart. It was going great. I pick up a blind item room item. Cursed Eye.
that always happens.
My run.
You almost always pick it up as a blind item, and it pisses you off every time.
Yeah, my run instantly got way worse. Of course, this is early Repentance alt pass, so I was getting hit a lot and getting teleported everywhere. I think I was fighting one of the new bosses in Mausoleum, and I kept teleporting out of the room. I think it was Siren, actually. I kept getting teleported out of the room. So I didn't understand the boss. Kept getting hit.
You know what? I think this item could use
I
think this item could use a rework. I think maybe they should change it instead of when you're shooting, it teleports you out. Because I do know that. It's actually, a lot of people don't know this. It teleports you out if you're shooting while you get hit. It's not actually if you get hit, you get teleported out. While you are shooting.
It's when you're charging.
Yeah.
If you're fully charged, you're fine. And if you're not charging, you're fine.
Yeah.
It's only when you're charging.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So.
Let me finish my story. There was a dice room on that floor, a D4 dice room. I took it. I got rid of my Sacred Heart just so I could get rid of Cursed Eye, and I won the run.
Well, yeah. That's what you gotta do.
So, I just want to put that out there. I have re-rolled. I've D4'd Sacred Heart just because Cursed Eye was screwing up my run that badly.
I mean, yeah. That's what you gotta do. Honestly, I do the same. I feel that. No, I think if they were gonna rework this item for like a patch, I think maybe they should make it so that it, because I don't think they could get rid of the teleport out thing, because then it just wouldn't be the same.
You
item.
can't get, no, I fully agree, you can't get rid of the teleport. That is core part of the item.
I think maybe they should change it so that
item.
it teleports you out if you're at like 1 heart left. Maybe.
I've heard some good reworks for Cursed Eye, and I forgot all of them.
At least then for like newer players, right? I could see like you're fighting a boss, you get brought down to 1 heart, and a lot of new players would like struggle at that point. So then they'd get teleported out. Maybe they could pick up some hearts that were left on the floor and try again, right? That way you're not getting teleported out when you're at full health and you already lowered all their health to half. Like, ugh. I don't know. Something like that. At least then it wouldn't be too bad, right? Anyway.
I remember seeing a Hut's video about certain like items that need buffs, and he mentioned Cursed Eye, and some of the comments for Cursed Eye were really good. There were some good suggestions I heard there, but I forgot all of them. So
anyway, let's just move on. I think we're taking
a rework.
We're taking way too long. We got to speed it up a little.
It's fine. It's fine. I expected this to happen. This is a weird item.
Isn't this
it's
just
theoretically super good?
Isn't this just a damage
super
up?
good, but it's really not. No, it's not. It's it gives you the little like ring around you that freezes enemies in place completely. But it's such small range. It's such a weird item. Like when I first heard of this, I'm like, that sounds busted. It's really not though.
Yeah, it's
really
kind of eh.
I kind of want to say C tier.
How about here?
Oh, D tier. See, here's the thing. This item is theoretically good. I never use it. It never gets used. It never gets used. But it completely freezes enemies. Like if there are contact enemies that are
but like
rushing
what
down,
contact enemies are a struggle? Let's be real.
I don't know. There's some runes.
Because it doesn't freeze bosses, right?
It does, but not all the time. Like it'll freeze them for a little bit, but they won't be permanent.
When are you
they'll
getting that
break
close
free
to any
eventually.
boss?
It's not like. Yeah, you have to get really close.
I guess theoretically it's good on melee characters, but
yeah.
Like if you have knife, I can see this being really good.
This is such a weird item.
How about we leave it here for now?
Yeah.
It is weird.
Let me just read up on the wiki. Is there any other effects? Normal enemies stay permanently petrified as long as they're within the ring, whereas bosses get a standard petrification effect that stays even outside the ring, but isn't permanent. Okay, so you can go up to the boss, freeze them, leave, they'll still be frozen, but not forever. But enemies have to be in the ring, and if you leave, they'll get unfrozen. That's interesting. I didn't know that. So it's a little bit better on bosses than I thought, but you still need to get really close to a boss.
I just feel like there's not that many bosses where you're actually going to do this, unless you have like knife or something. Like
I will say this is an item I get, and I never intentionally use it.
Yeah, I remember it now. I barely ever use it myself. I think this is fine for now. Again, we could change it later.
Isn't this theoretically really good with orbitals, though?
Yeah.
They will be in orbital range. And they're frozen. That's theoretically really good. But it's... I kind of want to put it in C, because... But I also don't.
Let's leave it at bottom C then.
Bottom C.
Because I'll put it this way,
at
at least I can pick it up, and it's whatever if I don't use it. This?
See,
over any other active item?
the thing with Dad's ring that's getting me is I feel like it's only bad because we're not utilizing it. I feel like if you tried utilizing it, you could get use out of it.
I think for the criteria of the list,
kind of
I think for the criteria of the list, C makes sense. Because you pick it up and it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a big one. This is a really big one. D Infinity. This is another item, just like the shovel, where it's one of my favorite buffs they've ever given an item. I believe in Afterbirth. In Afterbirth, they originally had it to where I believe you use a dice item and it randomizes, or it goes in a line for each and every dice item.
Yeah, it gives you a new dice.
Yeah. That was okay.
Because you can't use.
That was okay.
You can't use D6 if to get to D6 you need a D4 yourself.
Exactly. So it's a little bit cringe, honestly. But now
never really
they made this. I want to say this is like one of the best active items in the entire game. Like
that, it legitimately, it might be okay. Maybe there's a better item, but it legitimately might be the biggest buff I've ever seen to an item.
It is insane. I mean, really think about a better. I want you to describe to me what is a better utility item in the entire game.
There isn't.
I don't think that there is. You get D20.
There might be.
I don't know if there is a better utility item. Well, we're talking specifically about utility.
I will say, this can, if you have D4 bugged your run, which I'm going to quickly explain D4 bug, there's like, I guess it's more of an exploit, but you can kind of like manipulate D4 effects so that they give you basically more angel items or more devil items. It's just the order you take your items in. So a good example is if you spawn your boss item, don't take it, enter your angel room, take your angel room, whatever, then take your boss item. Because the last generated item pedestal was the angel room, it thinks your boss item is an angel room. So when you D4, the boss item will also turn to an angel room. That's the basic explanation. If you've been D4 bugging your run, D Infinity can do that because it's got D4 on it. If you want D6, it can do that because it's got D6 on it.
And guess what? Here's another thing that I do a lot. Not only is it D6, but a lot of times I'm using this and I'll be like, hey, I have like 2 or 3 rooms open. Let's bank on Eternal D6. And that's like a 2-room charge, I think. You could bank.
I really like a D8. And D8 you can use as well. And you can get a really good multiplier. And then normally when you get the good multiplier with D8, you just drop it. But you don't have to drop it because you have everything else.
Yeah, you can do anything. D20 breaks greed mode.
D1 can be useful sometimes. Like...
It can! Let's say you find a soul heart. Well, to be fair, D1 got nerfed, didn't it? I think it doesn't always spawn the exact copy of the heart. It
doesn't spawn the exact copy, it just spawns the same type.
Yeah.
So if you have a rune. But in a way they can be better, because if you have a bad rune,
but I mean,
you can try to get a better rune.
Doubling a chest in the chest would be insane.
Doubling a chest? That's always good.
Yeah, so theoretically, what you could do is you could keep on D1ing chests in one room, and then D20, or no, you wouldn't D20 because they're all items. Oh, but you could use D6, yeah. You could open them all up and D6 them all with the same item.
Yeah.
Anyway, for now,
I will say this is one item. It's top for sure. Binge Eater I love, but D Infinity is kind of.
D Infinity is such a I also just think this is one of the most unique buffs. Like I think this is even more unique than the shovel, because like this is just so cool, man. This is a active item that you could change on the spot. That's so cool.
I hated old D Infinity.
Oh, definitely.
It felt like theoretically useful, but I never used it. It was like
I never used it
item.
But now it's the best utility item in the game, and that's great because it's a delirium item. It's based on delirium. It should be amazing.
Yeah. Oh, and it looks a lot better. Like the redesign, the visuals is so good.
Definitely.
I love this item now.
Oh, and I love how I love how all the dice items have their own delirium designs. That doesn't have bearing on this list, but I just love D Infinity. Yeah. I think it actually probably is the best utility item in the
Another
entire
thing
game.
with D Infinity, right? Some of the dice effects, they're good in certain parts of the run and they stop being good. But you have all the dice effects, so that never happens.
You could have,
Or
exactly, you
one
could have
dice effect that's good.
anything. Anything.
Like when D6 starts to fall off,
Then you have
because you have
D20.
every other
When is it
effect.
bad to have D20? Well, I don't think it's bad to have D20 late game at all.
I'm personally not too big a fan of D20, but it doesn't even matter because you have every other effect.
Yeah, you could D1. You can. I don't know. This is honestly is going to be kind of hard to
We know
beat.
it's good. It might be, yeah.
There's only like 2 items I think that could potentially go above this. I don't know.
I will say one limiter to D Infinity, and this shouldn't affect its placing, but one limiter to D Infinity I feel is I kind of forget to use the other dice effects
I
because
do
I'm so
too.
focused on D6.
I do too, but just
I
like
just go to D6.
I do too, but theoretically, I actually, although I will say there have been a lot of situations where I bank on Eternal D6 because I see that I have some runes open.
I have done that occasionally as well, and I do really like D8. D8, if you get a good multiplier, it can carry the whole run. Mm-hmm. You have the time. Just do it.
Man.
Anyway.
Yeah, I love that
Okay,
item.
I'm placing this one. Echo Chamber. Echo Chamber's S tier. It's probably the bottom of S. Easy place.
I think it's better than Binge Eater.
I think Binge Eater is better. I think Binge Eater is very easily
I
better.
think if you know what you're doing, Echo Chamber easily has way more highs, and it's not
Echo
even.
Echo Chamber can be really good, but it requires getting the right consumables. Binge Eater is consistent. Every run, you're going to get max health. You're going to get a ton of stats.
Yeah, but
Binge Eater
it
can save
has.
you up.
I think Binge Eater has a worse negative in the speed drops. You can
I think the
control.
speed drop, it's so small.
You can control.
Speed drop is so small.
Echo Chamber may as well not even be a negative. Your negative of Echo Chamber is never take pills.
Yeah.
But like
Even then,
that's
though, if you
fine.
have a
Just
good
don't
pill,
take pills.
Like if you found a tears up pill already, throw that in.
Yeah, I mean seriously. Or if you find balls of steel, could you imagine? Or strength. Any card can be strength.
They did
nerf it.
buff / nerf it. It's a kind of buff and it's kind of a nerf. It's a buff in the sense that you can actually take pills with it, and it's not as bad because yes, you could be using a bad pill 3 times in a row.
That's true.
But at least it's not stuck in there.
No,
forever.
you know why they did it though? The main reason why they did it is because if you use a teleport card, then you get teleported every single time.
Yeah. I will say though, potentially, I don't really get Echo Chamber that often. I've had very few runs with it.
Well, yeah, but
so
we're
it
not
could just be
counting
that
rarity. We're not counting rarity.
No. I know that. I'm saying my personal judgment of it will be lower because
okay.
I barely get it, and I haven't had good chances to use it. While Binge Eater, I do get a lot more often, just by chance, which means I value Binge Eater a lot more.
I actually am the
still
opposite.
think, though,
I've gotten Echo Chamber way more than Binge Eater, and I think I know why. Because the moment I saw Echo Chamber when Repentance basically first released, when I saw its effect, it was one of those items that I was like, I need to unlock this right now, and I did. I think it's a Jacob and Esau unlock.
It's Tainted Apollyon Beast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not even that bad. This is, which makes sense, by the way. It's the freaking Abyss. This, I don't know, man. I really do think it's better than Binge Eater by a lot, actually. Like, I'd even put this at the top of S tier. But I put this at the... Well, no, I wouldn't put it above D Infinity, don't get me wrong. But I do think it's, like, up here with... Like, I would not be surprised if it's right next to D Infinity.
No, Binge Eater
bro, you
is just
really
so
gotta think about it
consistently
for a
good.
second. You can control it so easily. There's so many good cards that you could just look at and be like, oh, I can get multiple of these. Oh, strength. I can get strength for every single card I get. There's so many good synergies. If you have a deck of cards, you're freaking...
Look, if we were talking about pre-nerf, then yes. But the new one, you get your card 3 times. That's, like, it's good, but it's not even that much. And I think I would prefer Binge Eater, where you guarantee you will get full health. You guarantee you will get max out your tier stat, probably get a bunch of damage. If your range was bad at any point, that's fixed. You get luck as well. Luck is just nice to have sometimes. Yeah,
let me ask this. Does Binge Eater only changes the... Does it change every item, or is it just the boss items? It's every item, isn't it?
Every item in the game is a choice between that and HP up.
Alright,
Devil
fine.
Deals, by the way...
Are just free.
You can buy a HP up for one.
I've
so
done that many
it's just
times.
free
With
stats.
I've done that many times with Binge Eater. I will say I've used Echo Chamber a lot more than Binge Eater, so I'm the opposite of you.
Yeah.
I do think the nerf is a big detractor for it.
Honestly, you could make. Obviously, you're doing the opposite, but someone could make the argument that it's high A tier for me, and I wouldn't even be that opposed.
I
think
that's
it is low
crazy.
S. I think it's definitely S. I think it's definitely S, but I can't see it being that high in S.
I still think it's high S. I do.
I think the nerf hurt it quite a lot.
It did, but like, there's still so many. I mean, even if you're not counting offense, there's so many utility uses for it. Like just getting like max soul hearts, or min-maxing, for like a sacrifice room. But now granted, obviously you have to have the right cards for that, but
yeah, but also you need the right cards. And that's another thing I'll
agree with Binge Eater above it, but I do still think it's on the higher end of S tier because it has so much game break potential.
We'll see when we're placing other S tier items, but I think it goes there for now.
This is my turn, right?
Okay, so I placed Echo Chamber. Yeah.
This is my favorite item in the game. I love Epic Fetus so much. But man, when I look at it next to these, can you soul? I wonder if you could soul the entire game with Epic Fetus. Do you think you can?
You probably can.
Like with no damage ups? Do you think you could?
You would have to be good at the game, but I think it is possible.
I think by that logic, it's so hard. I don't want to be too biased. Is the thing. Do you agree? Do you agree that it's S tier, right? At least?
It's S tier for sure. I was actually going to argue. I don't think you can solo the whole game with Echo Chamber, but I think you can with Epic Fetus. Therefore, Epic.
No, I agree, but I'm wondering if it's more of a carry than Binge Eater.
Ooh, now that's a hard one. Oh, that is a hard one. Okay, I think Binge Eater is slightly better, only because Epic Fetus can bomb yourself, and it's a bit of a synergy killer sometimes.
But you have infinite bombs.
However, you do have infinite bombs. I can see this both ways. I think they're like right next to each other. These are both items that I think you can kind of... Okay, technically you can't do a no items run with Binge Eater because I kind of defeat the purpose of the
I don't think I've ever once lost a run with Epic Fetus, bro. I don't think I've ever lost a run with Epic
I do
Fetus.
think Epic Fetus can have some bad synergies. Tier rate doesn't work with it at all, which is really dumb. It really should. But I mean, Soy Milk is terrible with Epic Fetus because it's just a damage down.
I think I get why. No, honestly, I actually disagree with you. I get why tiers doesn't work with it. Because if you get to max tier rate, then it could get so fast, or even break your tier cap. It could get so fast that you just blow yourself up the moment you shoot. It makes sense why it doesn't work.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure there's a mod that I don't really play with mods, but I've seen there's a mod that that makes tier rate work with it. Obviously, it doesn't instantly explode on you, but they had a way for it to work, and they should do something like that.
I don't know, but
I don't know.
There's a lot of good synergies with this too that a lot of people don't think about. I mean, I know that this is like the classic example of destroying synergies, but like, yeah, maybe it doesn't have as many unique synergies, but just stuff like even having 2020, having both rockets come down is insane. Or Brim Bombs. Brim Bombs is ridiculous. I think I've one-shot Beast with Brim Bomb. I actually do think I have.
Actual Brim is busted. Actual Brim is busted. That's Tammy's head Brim.
Oh my god, that's true.
Every rocket.
I'm gonna put it above. I would actually put it above.
I think it probably is. I just think it does have some weaknesses. Funnily enough, regular tiny spiders are a weakness of this item.
It's true. No, you're unironically right. Regular enemies are this thing's weakness in general.
Yeah.
Like,
there are some
but God, it's like the best boss killer in the game.
It is the best boss killer in the game, but then you'll get a room that's full of tiny spiders, and you're like, oh god,
you are right, though.
I'm in for something.
I agree. I completely agree. But then to counter that, you could also just bomb through that room. You just not kill the spiders
every time
and skip the room.
No, honestly, now that I remembered, it has such a big weakness to tiny spiders. I think Binge Eater is a little bit better. Just a little bit.
I don't know, man. The Infinite Bombs is also... I think Infinite Bombs is such good utility. It's ridiculous.
Yes, but Binge Eater... It's Binge Eater.
Yeah, but Binge Eater has a much bigger negative, in my opinion. The speed drops.
I guess.
It is a much bigger negative. I cannot tell you how many times...
Right. Look...
I cannot tell you how many times
I'm happy with it either way. This is one I can see going the other way. I'm fine with it above Binge Eater.
I think the speed drop...
It's a good item.
Kind of making me feel this way the most. Because I'm telling you, man, whenever I have Binge Eater, there's always a point in the run where I'm like, okay, I'm never picking up another health item because my speed's way too low unless I get a speed up.
Yeah. I feel like speed ups are so common to find, though. They're just boss items. Like,
I mean,
Hey,
yeah,
okay, think
but
about it
still,
like this.
like if
Think
I'm
about it
late
like
game,
this.
I'm not
You
gonna
get
risk getting
one-
more speed drops.
Okay, but let's say you get one regular speed up item. You get the wooden spoon, 0.3 speed. You need to pick up 10 HP ups to offset that
Yeah.
0.3 speed.
That's true.
10. That's like it lowers the speed by so little, and one speed up lowers it by quite a lot.
But
You need-
okay, here's the
even if
main
you get-
here's the main reason why I want to leave Epic Fetus above it. Like, you can't solo the game with Binge Eater because obviously you need to pick up all the HP
I
ups.
think you can.
No, you need to pick up the HP ups.
Okay. Okay, but that's a bit unfair of a comparison.
Okay,
Like, you know
well
what
then
I mean?
fine. Then Epic Fetus, you got to compare being able to pick up every item with it.
Yeah, I still think Binge Eater's better.
I don't think so, man.
Slightly.
Because it takes
Slightly.
a lot of build up.
Slightly.
Let's say you get this first floor. I mean, obviously, Binge Eater, you're going to get more stats over time, but the actual damage you're dealing will never get as high as Epic Fetus. It just won't, assuming you don't get Epic Fetus with Binge Eater, obviously.
Yeah, I know, I'm fine with it there. I'm fine with it there.
Anyway,
I just do think you're underrating Binge Eater slightly, but yeah, I'm fine with it there. Okay,
Binge
it's
Eater
my
is
turn
great,
for
don't get me
Esau Ooh, Esau Jr. Ooh, I like this item.
I'm going to be 100%
runes.
honest. I think I've only picked this up once. What does it do again?
It turns you into Esau Jr. Now, you're still the same character you started as for the sake of completion marks, which is nice. You start with 2 black hearts, a flight, and a flat damage bonus. Let me get the actual wiki page up. That was just from memory. Where's the actual wiki page so I can read it? I'm struggling. What? Why can't I see it? What? I'm sorry, I'm blind. There it is. Okay. Let's see the stats. Okay, so you start with 2 black hearts, but you can still get red hearts. But you just start with 2 black hearts. You're like a Zazel. With 1 less black heart. Plus 2 flat damage. So that's all the time. And flight. So pretty good base stats. It gives you, based on how many items you picked up, it gives you that many items, but random, but based on D4 logic. So it's basically a one-time use D4. So it does work with D4 bug quite nicely. But it is one time. So if you get bad, it's too bad. That's basically it. So it's a one-time D4 effect. You start, and you also have flight, 2 black hearts, and plus 2 flat damage. The 2 black hearts is definitely the lowest point of the item because if you're using Esau Jr., you're basically resetting your health. But flight and flat damage, and if you get a good D effect, it's good. And what I think makes it a lot better is that it's reusable. So if you don't like your Esau Jr., you can just use it again and turn back to normal. No.
God,
bugs.
I don't remember this. I don't. Honestly, I'm gonna let you rank this by itself because I don't even think I've ever actually used it. I've picked it up.
I think
obviously,
it's A tier. I think it's A tier. I'm pretty.
I'm just gonna believe you because
it's-
honestly, you described it. I did not recognize a single thing about it. So,
Yeah, it's 1 rune charge. So worst case scenario, you D4 into a bad roll. You probably beat the next rune because you have 2 black hearts. So the first black heart will probably clear the rune for you if you have that bad of a run. And then you just Esau Jr. again and just never touch it again. That is the worst case scenario. But good scenario is you have flight plus 2 flat damage and the D4 effects you might have got are good. If you had bad items before, they might be better now. I like it. I try to use it a lot of most runs, and I usually will stick with it, even if my setup isn't like as cracked. I'll still stick with it, and I can try to D4 bug it sometimes. I like it. Thanks, A tier. Anyway,
how about my man Eternal D6? So,
ooh, I love ED6.
I really do as well.
fun.
Should we count the fact? I mean, no, it's a secret room pool, so no, probably not count the
Yeah.
fact that it's on Lost.
Yeah, no lost.
Either way, I'm so glad they gave this to him.
Yeah, it was such a good buff for the lost. D4 was useless.
I know. Oh my god, that pissed me off so much. For D4, they could have at least made it so it didn't randomize mantle. Like,
You know what's funny? In Repentance, since they made the Holy Mantle an inherent thing of the character, D4 would no longer reroll Mantle now.
Oh, really?
But then in the same update, they get rid of the D4.
it honestly would have been pretty. But to be fair, though, I don't know. I'm glad they did Eternal D6 even over that, honestly, because
No, I am.
Because
but it's funny because they could
Eternal-
have kept D4. It would have actually been usable.
I feel like D4 Lost just wouldn't even feel like Lost anymore.
I agree. That felt really random. ED6 feels like
it's a
lot
little
more fitting.
weird. I mean, we'd never use it anyway, so it didn't matter. But anyway,
Yeah.
whatever. Just
The
side
one,
note.
okay, technically it's better that the Lost started with D4 because you could, if you get a an item rune that's an active item with a restock box, you can drop the D4 and reroll it. It's technically good to do that, but it was never something to use. Anyway, yeah.
Obviously, it's a little hard. I don't know. I still think I'd put it in A. It's really low rooms.
I think I agree with A.
Would I actually
Yeah, I
take it
agree with
over
that, for
these
sure.
though? I think so.
Ooh, I think it depends on how far you are.
It does.
run,
No,
but I
you
think
are
I
right
would.
though. It depends on how far you are in the run. If you're early game, I'd take. Well, shoot, but then the shovel.
I think I take this over shovel most of the time. I think.
Yeah.
And I think I take this over blank card. I think it's A tier.
Okay.
It's high B at least. It's high B.
Definitely. I mean, obviously.
I think it's a low A.
For anybody who doesn't know, this is D6, but I want to say 50% of the time, or what's the percent chance?
I think it's actually 1 in 3, or maybe it's 30%.
Really?
Let me check.
Okay, that's better than I thought.
But it's
then.
not 50.
That's better than I thought then. 30% chance or whatever.
25%.
Ooh.
25%.
That's really not that bad. Yeah, 25%
not
chance
that
to delete the item instead of re-rolling it. But I mean, you have a 75% chance to re-roll.
runes.
And honestly, most of the time when you're
rune charms.
re-rolling an item, you don't want the item that much anyway. Sometimes you get a little screwed over.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I think it has better perks than negatives.
Yeah.
And hell, if you have, I mean, this is already a great reusable item, so you could always guaranteed use it against Book of Shadows. I don't know why I'm hating on
It's
Book of
Book of
Shadows. so
Secrets,
much.
by the way. You've called it Book of Shadows. a
Oh,
few
my
times.
bad.
It's Book of Secrets.
Book of Sin, Book of Sin. No, Book of Shadows is great.
All the Book of Shadows fans are mad at you.
I know. Yeah, no. So you could, at the very least, guaranteed use this on every reusable item besides D Infinity. Or
You can
D6,
use this
obviously.
so often, and yes, it can delete the item, but you can just... Okay, in some runs, it is better than D6. Like, some floors, I would say it's better than D6.
Yeah.
But D6 is obviously way better, in general.
Yeah.
Because D6 is so much more abusable, and it's safe, and if you have a lot of recharges, you can keep using it.
Mm-hmm.
But ED6, if you're unlucky, it's just gone. First roll, I will.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, I think that's the
there are times
biggest.
it doesn't go away.
I think that's honestly the biggest negative about. I mean, obviously the fact that it gets rid of the item, but it's the fact that you cannot abuse infinite rerolls like you can with
Yeah.
D6.
Yeah. But,
Um,
I mean, I've had runs where this is better, having this was better than having D6. I found it in a secret room once.
I mean, like I said, I've
rerolled
switched to this on D Infinity, so
Yeah.
it definitely does have utility over D6.
Yeah. Yeah, the 2 rooms is kind of massive for an item like this. I think it's right there is good.
You don't think
in
it should
fact,
go above
maybe
this?
higher than Esau. Maybe.
Like I said, I can't comment on
Ooh,
this
I
because
do
I just
like-
don't even know it.
I do like ED6 quite a lot. Ooh, that's a hard one. I think it might be. Reroll effects are just so powerful inherently.
They are.
They're just
but
so good.
It doesn't feel right to put this in S tier, though. I will say.
It's not S tier. I think it's A at least, but I think it actually might be higher than. I think it's there. I think it's there.
That's fine. I kind of like that.
It's really good.
It is. It definitely is.
Okay, Evil Charm, C tier.
What does this do again?
It makes you immune to most like status effects, I guess. So dogmas, like god headshots, you're immune to that. You're immune to the poison effects as well in Corpse. And it gives you +2 luck. That's basically all it does, though.
Bro, all that was
Actually, it might
useless
be-
until you said +2 luck. I don't give a damn about status effects.
No, the status effects are actually quite useful. It's not useful, but
What status
it's-
effect
it's
actually hits you,
surprisingly
though?
nice. What do you mean?
I can't think of a single time where I've taken damage from status effect.
I think the immunity
I mean, maybe
to
when
poison and
maybe when I
immunity to
first played Repentance,
dogma
I got
shots.
hit by Dogma, but I've never been hit by Dogma after I learned the fight.
There are occasional times where you just get a bad pattern or you kind of screw up and you're in the Godhead being a little bit too long, and then I have Evil Charm and I'm like, save me a hit. But it's, generally you're not gonna take damage
I mean,
from that attack.
+2 luck. I'm only, honestly, from what you've described, the only thing I'm considering here is +2 luck.
The +2 luck is good as well. I do like the +2.
Yeah, I mean, luck.
Um,
Hey, people underestimate luck as a stat. All right, luck can really go
Luck
crazy.
is really hard to rank, I think. Because it feels like it does nothing, but it really doesn't. It does more than you think.
Well, granted, you need to have the right items for luck, but God, if you have like punch tiers, it's freaking over if you
But
have high luck.
no, but it even increases your room clear rewards. Like you're gonna get
Yeah.
better drops each room. So
Honestly, for if I'm just counting +2 luck, I actually would take it above both of these. Honestly,
I actually think you might be right. I was ready to maybe say it's below C tier, but I think I'm underestimating the +2 luck. I
+2
think the
luck is
+2 luck's
pretty
better
good.
than
I'm not gonna lie.
It seems.
So
+2 luck.
I put it above these. I think.
Yeah, it's definitely C tier. Luck is not enough for B tier, but
No.
C tier luck better than HP.
Yeah, I think
Better
so.
than HP.
I
I
a
think so,
permanent
actually. You're
HP
right,
up,
you're right,
like
it's there.
you know, like health up and 2 soul hearts or a soul heart and a black heart. Like I do think it's better than that. I would take the 2 luck up. Yeah.
No, I think that makes sense.
Okay.
I could still argue Black Lotus is better, but it's fine. I think it's fine there.
Yeah. It depends. I think late game Black Lotus is better, and depending on what items you have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
God, why do I not know so many of these items? I've definitely had this a lot of times. What does this do again?
This one is it's Eye of Greed. It makes your tiers. Let me just get the wiki page so I know the exact. Every 20th tier. Oh no, it adds a golden tier every 20 tiers fired. So you get an extra tier every 20.
So it's like minus shot.
It costs a coin. So it fires it actually uses up one of your coins. But it will fire a golden tier. Yeah, it does like a Midas touch effect. If you kill enemies with it, you get money. Oh, it still fires the tier, but at normal tier damage if you have no money. If Isaac does have money, the golden tier does 1.5 times normal damage plus 10. Okay, so the golden tier is a lot more powerful than a normal tier.
Oh wait, did you just say 1.5 plus 10?
Yes.
Okay, that's a lot.
Multiplier plus 10.
Wait. So if you have 3 damage, let's say, it does
4.5 plus 10.
Plus 10. So
yes.
so that's 14.5 damage.
Yes.
Every 20 shots you
Every
said?
20 tiers though. But I think it's an additional one.
But that's only if you have money, right?
On the if you don't have money, it will fire the golden tier, but it won't do any extra damage.
That makes sense.
So you're still getting technically a DPS up because every 20 tiers you get a 21st tier for free, I guess. But it's not really that big a deal. But yeah, if you have money, it costs 1 penny. It will actually use a coin, and it will do a lot more damage.
Huh.
Enemies killed while golden will drop 1 to 3 coins. If Isaac has money, golden tiers that hit enemies will drop a penny, effectively returning the cost. Okay.
I've
Okay, so
never,
you hit the enemy,
I
you
don't
always
think
get
I've
the penny
ever known exactly what this item does. I've picked it up a lot. That's so interesting.
So this item, sometimes I don't like taking it, only because when you're firing shots, you're going to use money.
Yeah.
And if you miss the golden tier, you're using money. However, I think you just need to keep that in mind. Like, for example,
like you
normally
can
when I'm
shoot
running
all the
through
way
rooms
up to your
that are
20th
empty-
tier and then save it for the enemy.
Normally when I'm running through rooms doing nothing, I'll fire. And if I have this item, I need to not do that because I'll waste money.
I do that too.
But if you have money, I do find the last probably like 5 times I picked up this item, I picked it up reluctantly, thinking I'm going to waste my money, and it has gotten me back way more money than I like.
I mean, Midas touch guaranteed on a lot of enemies could be really good.
Yeah, I think as long as you're just a little bit careful to try to hit your golden shots, you'll get your money back.
I think what blows my mind the most about this is the amazing damage on bosses that will do.
I didn't know that. I 100%. I had no idea it gave it.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
I thought it just made enemies golden. I actually was completely caught off guard by that, giving you extra damage that much, especially that much.
That's a yeah.
Oh
Wow.
Yeah, this is way better than I thought it was. It's B tier at least, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you're meant to
could.
place
You
it,
could.
but-
What's the other item I was going to compare it to? What's the item? Oh God, it's such a good comparison too. What's the other item that? Well, it's not exactly the same because it's the. No, it is. It is the same kind of. The oh no, is a similar comparison where you could save. Well, no, it's not that similar because you have to be shooting for a certain amount of time.
You mean the one that when you shoot for 2 seconds you drop a butt bomb?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
a lot of people hate that item because it hurts you in bosses. But if you're a little careful, it's theoretically infinite bombs.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
And any item that gives infinite bombs is good.
Yeah, exactly.
And regular rooms with small enemies, you can just butt bomb them. and
right.
do some
So
damage.
anyway, my point I wanted to make there, I'm not ranking butt bombs, but
Let's rank butt bombs right now.
my point is that if you're careful, you shoot all the way up to your 20th tier. Is it 20 or 21st?
I think it's alongside the 20th tier. I think.
Okay. Well, either way, you
think
can
it's a
shoot.
bonus
You can shoot
tier.
19 tiers before you enter a room, and then instantly shoot a coin tier at whatever enemy it is. You know, you can be a little careful, and that's theoretically that's like infinite money if you do it like that.
Yeah, so if you hit the enemy, you always get 1 coin back, and if you kill them while they're still golden, you get 1 to 3 back.
Oh,
So
wow.
as long as you hit, you get your coin back, guaranteed. And
like
then if you kill
every
them, you
room
profit.
getting like 5 or 4 coins per room, that's pretty good.
No, but here's the thing. Even with just me, the last few times I picked it up, I haven't like tried shooting before the room or anything. I've just been playing and just trying to make sure that I'm not shooting if I'm not firing at enemies, and it got me my money back. So even not playing that carefully, I was getting money.
Huh.
It's better than I thought it was. It's B tier at least, I think.
I'll put it.
I don't think it's A. It's definitely not A, actually.
I think I
But if
kind of
it's
want to
good-
put it here. I think the extra hit with this is a little better. Like in practice.
Yeah, no, I agree with this. I agree with that, yeah. I agree, yeah. Okay.
Okay, this is one of the items that I hate, but I can understand that it's really good. But this is just because I like to play a little quicker.
So I was you were meant to rank I agreed and I accidentally said B tier before you ranked. I'll let you rank this one. And then I'll rank the next one as well.
Wait, is this your turn?
This was meant to be my turn,
Well, then go.
but I accidentally used. Or maybe no, it'll be confusing. I'll just rank this one as well. Okay. Forget Me Now. Ooh, I want to say B tier.
Oh, I think it's definitely at least A.
Oh, at least A. It could be actually. Yeah.
I mean, it's basically
see
like
that.
a worse Archie. You get a floor.
It's a much worse lucky.
Well, yeah, but you get a free floor. I mean, hey, theoretically, on first floor, it's the same thing. Well, that's not true, because you can bring Archie to the
Okay,
other room.
well,
Anyway.
yeah, I guess at the very least, it's +1 item room item. It's +1
Hell, if you use
boss
this,
item.
let's say
at
you get the
very
second
least.
floor. Let's say you use the second floor. You could get your devil deal.
Actually, it's definitely.
You get your devil deal and still get a second devil deal item. That same second floor.
Okay. But A tier items are semi-carry items. I don't think
Oh
this is
man,
semi-carry.
for a floor, or imagine hell, even like let's say chest or the alt path mirror world, you get 2 boss items there.
In Mirror World, it's great. It's really good value on that floor. One problem with it is your devil chance is usually low unless you missed your devil to that floor. But if you, let's say you had 66% chance and you hit the devil deal, you use it, it'll give you 33% chance. The next floor is still 33% chance even if you miss it. It does not, if you miss the Forget Me Now devil deal, it does not increase your chance next floor.
Interesting.
It'll still be 33.
Okay.
Which is a little bit of a bummer. So you're getting a lot less value out of the potential extra devil angel chance on the Forget Me Now floor. It's a minor downside though, because it's still a free roll.
An extra
at one,
floor
at
is
least.
just, you could really get a lot out of one extra floor, man.
I mean, guarantee, extra boss item, extra item room item, an extra shop, could buy something from, at the very least.
Secret rooms.
So, yeah, 1 in 3 chance to get an extra angel or devil item, devil deal on your run, just 1 in 3.
I don't know, man.
And if you did miss the 66% deal on the previous floor, if you missed the 66%, you still have 66%.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I think it is A tier at least.
I think it might be actually.
Well, maybe
Can
not at
you-
least, but like around A tier. Like
I think it's the
high
bottom
B,
of A. I think it's the
high
bottom of
B,
A. I'm happy with
low
that.
A, yeah.
High B, low A. For
I mean,
sure.
honestly, I
Yeah,
don't
we'll
even
put
like to
right
use this
there.
item a lot of the times because like I just don't feel like it. But like,
Yeah, no, it is. It goes right there.
an extra
goes
floor
right
is
there.
always really good. Like, I don't think there's ever
Okay,
really.
I think you rank the GB bug. But yeah, the extra floor's good. We'll just...
Ew. I mean, GB Bug did get buffed, I think.
Yeah,
Didn't it used to like float
don't-
around the room?
Yeah, it used to float around the room. Now it's a fireable one.
But it's like one of the worst fireball
and-
ones.
I'm gonna let you place it, and then I'm gonna talk about it. Just place it right now.
Wait, does this randomize pickups, or is that another one?
Okay, you can fire it at a pickup, and it will re-roll it. It's a one. Every room you get to D20 one thing.
Okay, never mind. That's
Every
crazy.
room though. Yeah.
I still don't think it's A though.
That is the main use. I don't think it's A. It can re-roll enemies as well, but you very rarely use it.
I would
Actually,
never.
basically
Honestly,
never.
that probably
I-
only happens by
The
accident.
only time I've done it is on accident. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on accident.
I do think it's better than
but yeah.
these, maybe. I don't know. That's a D20 after every room. That could be really good. But it's only on one.
Honestly,
pickup.
I feel like most of the time when I use this, it doesn't really get 20 into anything good. I would actually probably say the I agree is better. I'd say it's right between I agree and chaos.
The more I think about it, I don't even think it's better than this, man. This has a lot of good use on bosses.
I think the I agree's better. I think you're going to get more money, and I don't know. It's good. In fact, I could even make the argument for C tier, topper to C. I could even make the argument.
But, but now I'm thinking about it. I think I'd rather take 2 luck over B-Bug.
Maybe. I don't know. You seem like a bigger fan of D20 than I am, so I'm not a huge fan of D20.
I'm a big fan of D20. But as a big fan, I still think I'd pick 2 luck. Would I pick the...
I think I'm fine with that. If you're going to place it there, I'm fine with that. I might be underrating it a little bit, but I'm fine with that.
I guess
we
this
got
is
a weird
fine.
Isaac song.
Huh?
We got a weird Isaac song in the background.
I didn't realize that you heard my music. That's so funny.
Okay, are we placing it there? We're going to the next item?
I want to skip this one.
Yeah. Can I rank this one? Oh, this is my turn.
Yeah, go.
This is my pick for the best item in the game.
No way.
I'm not kidding. This is my pick for the best item in the game.
Best item in the game, period.
Top of S.
Like, that's what you're saying.
Yes,
best
period.
item in the game, period. There's just no way. It's a utility
there's
item.
one that's technically better. There's one that's technically better. But
I don't think any utility item can be the best item in the entire game.
I think it's the best item in the game, period. Because it gets you the other best items in the game.
Wait.
You will get Brimstone. You will. But you get all of them.
I see it. Okay, listen. Let me put it this way.
You get all of them.
I see the potential. I really do see the potential, but I have such a massive skill issue with this item.
Okay, I will say one thing with this.
It's so... listen, man. It's just hard, okay? I'll be honest. It's hard to time it.
No, look, I'll be honest. So early Repentance, I figured out the timing, and I got the time, and I was pretty consistent at it. And then I realized you can just pause buffer, and I don't know why, but I permanently switched to pause buffering. Which, I don't know why I did that, because it's a bit cheese, but I do pause buffer, I will admit. But I did know how to do it before I started pause buffering.
Even with pause buffering, I still have trouble.
Oh, well, that's a skill issue then.
It is a skill issue.
Is easy.
But you gotta think about it. Okay, if we're talking about between any player ever, man, I don't know. Or are we talking about top play?
I think if you allow pause buffering, it's very, very easily, okay, in my opinion, if you allow pause buffering, it's top of S, like, easily. If you don't allow pause buffering, it might get a slight hit IMO, but I still would think it's at least top 3 in the game. Like, of all items, not just Secret Room, but in all items.
Because here's what I'll say about it. You can't just not consider the fact that it goes fast. That's part of what the item is. It purposely goes fast for that reason. It's meant to be, yeah, you have to time it. But, so that is a legitimate negative of it. I know, I get the fact that it's a skill issue, if you count it like that, but it's still one of the negatives. And
okay, but are we ranking these items based on it's just a random play thing up, or are we trying to rank them based on like what the highest potential, like if you know what you're doing, what the highest potential is? Because wasn't that part of the argument for Chaos? Like you wanted to put Chaos higher because you said the potential is high.
Well,
you wanted to put Echo Chamber higher.
Chaos is high because it's good for both newbies and skilled players. Like it's just good.
Actually, if anything, I would say Chaos gets worse the better you are.
I disagree. Because you're not thinking about all the... there's so many item pools that you can mess with Chaos that Chaos makes them better.
Personally, I would rather just say that you're bad at the game, you're trash, you suck, you don't like Tainted Lazarus, is my biggest argument. And therefore, your opinion cast is wrong. And that's why you like it, because you're bad.
Anyway, back to Glitch Crown. Back to Glitch... What is it? It randomizes it between how many items? 5 or 8?
5. So 0.2 seconds an item. So it is fast.
It's so fast, dude. It is a skill issue.
You will get every S tier item. This is not one S tier item. This is like 4 S tier items.
Every single time I pick this up,
4 S tier items.
Every single time I pick this up, I always miss something amazing. I always do.
Okay, but even if you... Okay, I would actually argue, even if you miss a few amazing items, this is still... I still think it's the S tier, top of the game. Because
Better than D Infinity? I don't think so.
No, every item pedestal, you're getting at least an A tier item. At least.
Main argument, it hurts my eyes.
You're getting okay. If there was an item that said
such a dumb argument, man.
This is Sacred Orb on steroids. This is Sacred Orb on steroids. If there was an item that said every item pool is A tier or higher, every item is A tier or higher, it's easy top of the game, and that's what this is basically. It's just a little bit harder to say. No, I think it's way better. No, I'm not joking. I think it's way better than D-Infinity. Way better.
That's insane.
And
D-Infinity has so much
D-Infinity
game break potential.
Really,
you can't break the game with this. You just get good.
This is what when you brought up D-Infinity and said it's the best utility item, and I said I think it's one. This is what I want to. This is the one.
No, because the thing with D-Infinity is that you can do more than just reroll items. You could D20 break any run with it. You can. Hell, if you have really bad items, you D4 your items. Okay, you can switch to Eternal D6 to get lower room chance. You can do D8.
Let me just say this.
You have a lot of utility with D-Infinity. This is just better items.
Glitch Crown does not break the game like Afterbirth Plus break the games where we literally have infinite items. But every Glitch Crown run I get, it feels like I've had one of those Afterbirth Plus break the game runs. It feels like them all. And I breakfast my item pool. Like, it's so busted.
Okay, I will say, I'm not really fighting for it to go in S tier at all, because I know it's S tier, and I also know it's the top of S tier.
I know you're just fighting about the placement, yeah.
I'm only fighting between D-Infinity and Glitch Crown, and I want to be adamant about this.
Listen.
I want to be adamant about this. I hate this item, because it hurts my eyes. But that's a skill issue, I understand it.
Be better. Listen. You play a beggar in the secret room. It drops a HP up and 4 secret room items. 4. 4.
But you can also just re-roll them with the Infinity.
Are you gonna re-roll them 4 times?
You could. With Eternal D6, you got a lot of rooms.
The chance you get R-key in those 4 rerolls, it's still not that high, but it's a lot higher than you get with
but you can also just miss the timing on Glitched Crown.
But don't. Just don't.
This is what I'm saying. Like, that's... Okay, no, the reason why I actually will... This is my main argument. I want to make sure that... And I get it. We could do the list on max play. Let's say you ban pause buffering. Not... Even a max skill player, I don't think can time that consistently without pause buffering.
Time fairly consistently before I switch. Now, granted, if I switch back now, I'm going to be bad at it. So,
like,
don't
really,
prove me wrong when someone tells me to stop.
I'm not saying we have to consider noobs, but like we should consider like high-level players that aren't good at timing it. Like, at least a little bit.
You kind of just need to run towards the item when the item before it appears in the chain.
I mean, I know, but like it's harder than it seems, you know? I mean, maybe this is also an ADHD diff, but man, I don't know. It's hard for me to pay attention to that crap.
Okay, but listen. There's so many. You can get the secret room with the blood donation machine in it.
I do get it, but like I do get it.
4 secret room items.
I do get it. But what's the negative to D-Infinity? Okay.
But Glitch Crown, the high is so much higher than D-Infinity.
I don't think so.
That it's crazy.
D20 is one of the best game break items in the game.
I think Glitch Crown is better. I get Glitch Crown.
I mean, since you're such a big fan of min-maxing, you cannot really min-max with Glitched Crown.
No, you don't need to min-max with Glitch Crown. You just win. You just win.
There's no... But it's still a negative, alright? It moves fast!
But listen. But if you do min-max with Glitch Crown, then you win even harder. And you're probably going to get R-keyed. You're going to get win twice. Like...
You really think this is the best item in the entire game?
Yes. I had Death Certificate Eden start once. I went for Glitch Crown, and best choice of my life. Easy win.
Well, I mean, you could just get Glitch Crown with Death Certificate, but whatever.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I started with Death Certificate.
I'm sorry. I misheard you. I thought you chose this over Death Certificate.
No. I started my active item on the start of the in run was Death Certificate, and I chose the Lich Crown.
I'm not gonna fight you too hard on it. I get it, but man, I do want to put in the fact that it's a negative.
Okay, yes, there is a negative, but I think the high of this item is so much higher than every other item in the game that even with the negative, it still ends up on top. I breakfast the game sometimes with Glitch Crown.
I mean, I do all the time with the Infinity. Every run, I can breakfast with the Infinity.
You breakfast with the Infinity. You must have infinite rerolls. That's not possible.
Hello? It's not that hard to get infinite rerolls. Assuming you're on a shoppable floor. You just find a restock machine. It's really not that hard.
Are you getting infinite? That's not infinite rerolls. That's just a lot of rerolls.
Well, yeah, but it could really like skyrocket, and like you could try multiple floors. Like let's say you get the Infinity first floor, you have a lot of floors to potentially do it. Like you have a lot of attempts. The moment it starts to snowball, it will keep going.
Anyway, I don't know. I think Glitch Crown is. There are some items that could maybe fight it, but D Infinity is not one of them. And I
just do not think that this is a better utility item. I just don't. And it is technically a utility item.
I think looking at a utility item is actually the wrong way to look at it. I think you look at it as you will get all of the best items in the game. Guaranteed.
But you get all of the items in the game with the Infinity.
No, you don't.
You can.
No, you don't.
Obviously you start breakfasting eventually. Obviously you start breakfasting eventually, but
D Infinity you can. Glitch Crown you will.
No, you don't. You still get the same amount of items. They just, most of the time you get better. I'm gonna keep saying most of the time because you're not gonna get the timing every time unless you're pause buffering.
Okay, even if you miss the good item every so often, every item pedestal is so good that it doesn't matter if you miss a few good items because you're still gonna get good items on everything else, and it's not gonna matter.
Whatever, fine.
It's.
I'm
hard on that one.
I think D Infinity's better, but whatever.
There's other items on this list that we'll get to that I could maybe see you putting above Glitch Crown, even though I personally disagree. But D Infinity's not one of them. I'm very hard on that. I think it's way better than D Infinity. And I like D Infinity.
All right, this is Greed's Gullet, right?
Yes, the only way to get health is Keeper.
Exactly. So you already know I'm gonna majorly put that into account. Keeper.
Are we actually gonna put that into account though?
100%. 100%. This is Keeper's best item. This is Tainted.
Okay, but
this is Tainted Keeper and Keeper's best item in the entire game.
Okay, that's 2 characters out of 34 though.
Yeah. I mean, granted, it's not gonna be a big.
I think
it's not okay. Obviously, it's not gonna be a big implement, but I'm still gonna count it absolutely.
Okay, as a tiebreaker, maybe I'll but I think we should just factor in as a regular character.
Okay. So what is it? 25 points for health up, right? Is that it?
Yes. 1 heart, so 4 hearts and 99 points.
Let me just get the Keeper stuff out of the way. With Keeper, this item is broken. Not even just like good for them. It is broken because with both Keepers.
Yeah, with Tainted Keeper, you are
with both Keepers. With both Keepers, you're getting over 25 coins so easy. And the moment you get that first 25 coins, you're going crazy.
I'm saying with Tainted Keeper, you're tripling your health. And regular Keeper, you're slightly less than tripling your health.
Honestly,
but it's still pretty close.
I've always said Greed's Gullet is how Keepers should be. I think I actually think they, or at least one of the Keepers, I think that they should hold Greed's Gullet. Because
probably regular Keeper. I think Tainted Keeper, no, but
yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think Tainted Keeper as a character is really good as is, but I think
he's meant to be a glass cannon.
Exactly.
But yeah, regular Keeper.
Regular Keeper, I think would really benefit a lot from having this. Hell, I would even make the argument that instead of his 3rd coin heart, he should have just started with this and still have 2 coin hearts.
Honestly, I could see that as well.
Because with Wooden Nickel, that could really skyrocket. Anyway, we're not talking about the characters as much here. We're talking about the item itself. Even with regular characters. What is that? That's still 4 health ups for 1 character.
4 health ups, but you need the max money.
Yeah.
Which you won't always have, especially if you're on a shop run.
Okay. I think as a regular character, I would put it B. But as keeper, I mean, I'd put it at the top of S. So I kind of
Keeper
want
is S.
I'd actually put it at the top of S. I'd take it any day over Glitch Crown if I was keeper, but that's very specific.
For keeper, I can maybe see that argument. I actually still think I would take the Glitch Crown though.
That's
Glitch Crown is
insane.
just that crazy.
That's
but I could see
insane.
the argument. As tainted.
This is
okay,
his.
as tainted
What? You're not
keeper, I
getting
would
any
take it.
item better than Greed's Gullet on either
Yeah,
of the keepers.
Tainted keeper, Greed's Gullet 100%. Regular keeper, I could maybe take Glitch Crown.
No.
But
I
still,
refuse
it would
to
be
believe
tempting
that.
to take the Greed's Gullet.
They're so much better. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter. I kind of want to just slap it at the bottom of A. How do you feel about that?
I highly disagree. I was actually going to say between C and B.
You're
So if
crazy
you're
if
saying
you think
A,
it's
I think we
C.
put it. I think we put it somewhere in B. It's just 4 health, and you need the money. But so I would say like D or low B, and then factoring in keeper, you can probably put it a little bit higher. If you're putting it in low A, I think you definitely put it down at B. I don't know. I think maybe
How about here?
I wouldn't complain too much if you put it there, but I do think it should maybe go a little bit lower.
For an item to be the absolute best, I know it's just for 2 characters, but like that's a big deal. And
I personally
also important to note that it's on one of the worst characters of the game.
Yeah, but I think when we're ranking a list like this, we should be ranking the item just on a normal run. Just assume you're a normal character with like normal health stats. Like,
Well,
you're not
I do
a
think it's
Velocity,
important
you're not...
to note because it has specific like synergies with specific characters, and Keeper's one of them.
I guess. Yeah, I guess it is like... There's only... I believe there's only this item and then Mother's Kiss. The trinket that for some reason gives you... It even works on the Keeper characters and gives them a HP up as well.
I didn't even know that.
I think that was the only way... I think that was
Well,
the
you
only,
get
yeah, Mother's Kiss is like...
you get Birthright. You get Birthright with base Keeper as well.
Oh, and Birthright is Keeper, yeah. Yeah, Mother's Kiss is like, is Tainted Keeper's best trinket by far. It's +1 health. Like...
But yeah, period
but yeah.
best item in the entire game for them. But that's kind of why I'll leave it here. I think you're right, though. Maybe I was highballing it too much for A.
I'm not going to complain too much at that. If we are going to factor in the Keepers, I think there is fine. And if we're not going to factor in Keepers, I'd say it only drops like below Astral Projection. So it's not that big of a change anyway. So yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. I rank this one. Infamy. Ooh, okay. It's kind of nice. I'd say it's B tier. There's a lot of items in B tier.
Okay,
B
what is
tier.
this item's percent chance? I'm actually really curious. Because it doesn't always block front shots, right?
I don't know what it's percent.
I don't think it's guaranteed front block. I'm pretty sure
50%?
50% is pretty good.
50%? I didn't think it was that high. Okay, it's definitely B then. Like, well, it's definitely at least B, I mean. It's definitely at least B. 50% is crazy.
I still think, this is going to sound insane, I still think it's worse than this. I think you get a lot out of this, out of an extra hit.
I disagree. I think it's better than that. Because
no, but this only works for shots.
This you are right. Oh, you make a good point.
This is for anything.
It only works for shots. However, if you're against a boss that primarily uses shots, which they are the most common type of projectile, so Mega Satan, his late phases, all shots. I think the fires would count as well as shots. I think they would. The Mother has a few attacks that have a lot of shots.
Yeah.
Against any of those bosses, you're basically double your health on average. There's a 50% chance to not take damage.
It's not exactly
Basically
50% though. There's a lot of hits that, for example, with Hush, they shoot a lot behind you. Like, unless you're actively, like, shooting at the tiers, which nobody does. Everybody's shooting at the
it's
boss.
any shot that hits Isaac. It doesn't have to hit your face.
Wait.
It's just if you
Are you
hit
serious?
Isaac,
I don't think that's true.
50% chance to block. Yes.
I thought it had to be the way you were
the
looking.
wiki just the wiki just says enemy shots that hit Isaac have a 50% chance to block. It doesn't say anything about the direction.
Okay, then never mind. I completely changed my mind. I thought it had to be
the... Yeah, no, it even says in the notes, although the mask is seen only on Isaac's face, projectiles still have a 50% chance to be blocked from any direction.
Okay, never mind. I completely changed my mind then. This could even go... Wow. Really? 50% chance of any tier.
So, it's almost comparable to Wafer, and I would say Wafer's an A tier item.
I'd actually put this at the bottom.
Crazy.
I put this at the bottom of A tier. Is that crazy?
I honestly, I was, when I initially placed it, I was thinking, I was probably B or C. And I put it in B. Like, it's more B than C, definitely. I did not know it was 50%.
50% is just so good against any tier.
I thought it was 25 to 30. I did not know it was 50. That's huge. That's double your health. Now, yes, it doesn't work on brimstone. It doesn't work on bombs. But like most of the times you're gonna take damage are shots.
Would I take
it doesn't work on contact damage
with
either.
this new knowledge? Would I take this over any of these 3 items?
Oh, it depends. Again, it depends on your card. But Infamy is just. I will say, Infamy is one of those items that if I'm Isaac and I see it in the secret room, I might reroll it just because I can really high roll. But if I'm not like super certain that I can get a lot of rolls in that secret room, I usually just take it. Like Infamy is one of those things that if I
never
knew
it was this good though.
I think it actually might be the bottom of A.
I think I agree. It's weird though to see it there.
Double health. Because I would put Wafer in A. 100% I put Wafer in A.
No, this is gonna sound crazy. I put Wafer in S.
I wouldn't disagree, to be honest. I would not disagree.
And no, this is way better. Wait, no, you're crazy for thinking this is comparable to Wafer. Wafer's way better. Wafer.
Oh no, it is. I'm saying it's comparable.
I don't even think that's true.
It's comparable.
You gotta remember, you're taking double damage still whenever you do take hits. With Wafer, you always take half damage. It's very different. Like, you have a 50% chance of taking no damage, but then the moment you do proc the 50% chance, then you take a full heart of damage on late floors.
No, say it like this. You get hit by 2 shots. On average, you're going to block one of those shots. So one shot does 0 damage. The other one does 1 heart of damage. With Wafer, both shots do half a heart of damage.
But
it's the same amount.
But it's inconsistent because you could always also just get hit twice in a row and lose 2 hearts.
No, I agree. That's why Wafer's better. And also Wafer has utility on sacrarims and other things. It works for all types of damage. Wafer's better. I'm not denying Wafer's definitely better. I think it's comparable.
What I'm arguing is I don't even think it's comparable. They're a vast difference in quality.
I definitely would prefer the guaranteed half heart rather than the 50% at no damage. I would prefer
because also remember, going back to what I said, it has to be tiers.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying as well. But I do think it is in a way comparable. Like something can be comparable, and I'm not saying they're next to each other on the list. I'm just saying they have similar traits. That's all I'm saying when I say comparable.
Okay. This is a life, right?
Yes, and it makes you tiny when you revive. And it's in the room. It's inside room revive.
Yeah, that's important to note. It's a guaranteed spawn, right?
Yep, inside the room.
That is, and life items are really good in the beast fight.
Yeah, every life item is in the beast fight because they all revive you in the room. But this in any fight, it revives you in the room. So
right.
Okay,
no matter what, it's better than 1-up.
You revive with half a heart though, plus a 0.2 speed, a massive size down. You keep all your heart containers, but they're all empty except half a heart.
I still, even despite being at half a heart, I still think it's way better than 1-up. Not only because it's guaranteed.
I agree. It's way better than 1-up.
Not only because it's guaranteed in any run, but because it's the same room on any boss. Where would you put it from here?
I'd put it in A tier.
No way. That high?
This isn't a revive item. This is Pluto.
Wait, does it give you tears up?
No, it makes you tiny when you revive. And you can just do that early in the run and you're tiny forever.
I guess, but that's not Pluto.
It's similar. What I mean is, like, it doesn't give you the tears of Pluto, but it gives you, like, the main gimmick of Pluto is the size down. That's basically... I don't think... Pluto might make you... I'm actually not sure which one makes you smaller. Pluto might be slightly smaller, but... I die with this early in run. If I get this early, I kill myself. I'll saccharin. I'll just die. I don't care about the revive in the... Now, to be fair, if I was the Lost... Actually, even theoretically, if I was the Lost... Maybe I die early anyway.
No way.
Because
there's no reason. You die in the same room anyway. There's no reason.
No, because being smaller will mean I take less damage in the eventual fight that I'm doing.
That doesn't make any sense because you could also die that same room later in the run and still have the extra hit. And you'll still be tiny after you revive that same room.
Yes, but will I be dodging more shots than the extra?
But it doesn't matter because no matter what, if you don't dodge the hits, you're still gonna lose You're still gonna get tiny.
Okay. Look at it this way.
That's just a bad point, though. That's all I'm saying. You never use it at the beginning of the run.
I don't think you have to. No, I don't. I think you're not considering the point. Just listen. Okay?
I get it. You'll dodge more because you're tinier. But why does that matter when you're still going to be able to use it if you do get hit later? It doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Let's only consider the first, 30 seconds of a fight. Let's just say that. Let's just put a time span on 30 seconds. Let's say you normally, in this 30-second time span, you would have got hit, died, and revived within a child. So everything after that is the same. In this 30 seconds, how many times, how many shots would you be able to dodge that you couldn't otherwise? Would you have been able to go? You'd be able to go longer than 30 seconds without getting hit. So I guess it's
I'd rather have an extra. I'd rather have an extra hit than a smaller hitbox.
Okay, I guess for the I think for the Lost it's like a toss-up. I'm not saying
I don't think it's a toss-up.
I'm just saying arguably.
I don't even think it's arguably at all.
But
I think that's stupid.
I think as health characters, I think as health characters, 100% you die early.
Yeah,
I think as the Lost maybe not. Because as the Lost maybe not because you have so few
Lost
hits
100% not. That'd just be stupid as Lost.
I don't think it's that stupid. I probably would just keep the revive, but I don't think it's that stupid. But I think as regular characters, you just kill yourself early. It's at least high B. I'd say it's low A.
I really don't think it's better than these 3 items.
Okay, you're also forgetting the utility of size down.
No, it is good. Don't get me wrong, it is good. But
okay, when
these have way better utility.
It's basically flight.
You can get way more out of these items.
Basically flight. You can fly with size down. You can run over rocks, and you can glitch through crawl spaces and get to the error room when you have enough size down. And inner child will help significantly with that. You get inner child.
Are you sure that it's the same as Pluto though?
It's pretty small. I don't know if it's smaller.
Because Pluto, I think, has unique. Pluto has unique attributes to it as the item. Like in the description for the item, it literally makes you immune to a percentage of the tiers. It's not just that your hitbox is that small, it's that the tiers, as a mechanic of Pluto, go over you. I don't know if that's the same for this. That doesn't sound like...
It does say this in the wiki. It says, significantly shrinks Isaac, allowing him to squeeze between objects and make some enemy shots pass over him.
Okay, then it's probably
I don't know if that's...
That's the exact same description. It's probably the same.
Well, no, it doesn't...
It's the exact same description.
It doesn't say that for... Oh, okay.
I know the description for Pluto very well. That's the exact same description. I'm sure that it's the same then.
No, I was reading that on the Pluto page.
Oh, never mind. So it's... Oh.
That's what it says for Pluto.
Oh.
But I don't know if it's saying that for Pluto is just describing size down in general, or if it's saying for Pluto...
it definitely doesn't. I'm sorry, I thought you were describing this. Then no, it definitely isn't the same. No, that is definitely a mechanic of Pluto. I know that 100%. Because there would be hits that literally should have hit me, and they just go over me. They go over my character model. They pass through me.
Oh, did we say we were going to factor in item rarity, but only in cases where it's a guaranteed spawn?
Well, I mean, I am counting in the fact that it's guaranteed spawn.
It's guaranteed spawn in home, and you have the bed, so you can kill yourself and then revive all your red hearts with the bed.
You could.
And now you're small for the whole fight.
You could.
The whole dogma and all the beast.
You could, but granted that only really works well if you're a red heart character. Because other than that, you never want to lose all your soul hearts. Most characters are going to have a good amount of soul hearts. Losing all your soul hearts for a size down, I feel like most of the time is a negative. I feel like you'd rather just have the regular.
It depends how many soul hearts you have. But yeah, I agree. If you don't have that many soul hearts, you do it. If you don't...
Most runs, for most players, they have more soul hearts than red health.
Yes.
So, I think most of the time, that is a bad idea. I like this spot. But do you really want to fight for above these?
I wish there was a better, I'm actually... Are you really 100% sure?
I'm 100% sure, because I've experienced it on stream many times, that Pluto gives you a chance to 100% dodge tiers that actually hit you. It's like Infamy.
How many times have you used Inner Child? Because are you sure it's not the same thing?
I have not used Inner Child as much, I'll be honest.
For Pluto, because
I don't think it's as small. I don't think it turns you as small. So, and I would imagine if it's not even in the description for this thing that tiers pass over you, then it probably isn't, because it's a very unique Pluto thing.
Here's one way of looking at it. The Pluto page under effects, it says plus 0.7 tiers, and then it mentions the size down. And since that's all that Pluto does, it just goes into a bit more detail of what the size down actually helps you with. While with Inner Child, there's a lot more to explain. Because it's an extra life, it needs to say how much health you revive as.
But I'm telling you,
and then it needs to say that
I know for a fact,
revive it does damage to the room.
If it only shrinks you, it's not going to be the same effect as a Pluto. I just know it isn't. If it does not say shots pass over you, then it's not the same effect. It just won't be. It's a smaller hitbox.
But
it is still a smaller
size down is shots passing over you. It's the same thing.
No, it's not. No. You're not understanding. You're not understanding. It's a smaller hitbox, but I'm saying with Pluto, shots hit you, but they go over you. If the shot overlaps with your character, it will not hit you sometimes. That's what I'm saying about Pluto.
I mean, I know what you're talking about, but I'm pretty sure...
It's not the same with size down. It just isn't. You can never get that small. It's a unique Pluto mechanic.
No, actually, I think you're wrong, because remember that one death certificate run I told you about that I wanted to take Pluto and didn't spawn? Well, the reason I wanted to take Pluto is because I already had Inner Child revive and a bunch of makes you small pills. So I was already really tiny. And I want to take Pluto to make myself even tinier as a meme. But I was already basically dodging shots because I was so small.
Where would you put this? So where would you put this? We gotta speed it up.
Very bottom of A.
Okay. In that case, if you're putting very bottom of A, it would probably go here, but because I know you love it so much, I'll put it here.
So you're putting it already?
I just think that makes the most sense, because I was
above blank card at least.
I think it
above blank card at least.
I really don't. Honestly, I'm tempted to move all three of these up to A, but maybe that's a bit too high. I think these three are just so strong. B tier is kind of crowded. I'll leave it for now, but we'll see later. Yeah.
If B tier gets really crowded, then maybe...
I really don't think this item even comes close to these. Do I think it's better than Greed's Gullet, speaking objectively? Probably. But I don't... I think the gap between Greed's Gullet and Shovel is way bigger.
I feel like this might be a thing where I think okay, clearly there's something about Pluto and this item size down that we aren't really sure of the mechanics of, and without actually knowing the mechanic for sure, we can't.
I know for sure because the Pluto mechanic is different than the size down of this.
I need proof. I don't think it is.
But I'm 100% sure.
I don't think you are.
I mean, and granted, yes, this is definitely still going to be a smaller hitbox, but it's not the same as Pluto.
I think it's top of B, above blank card at least. I can see it being in B.
And I think it's the bottom of B, even below Chaos. So I think putting it... That's why I said I was originally going to put it here, because that's... Well, I guess kind of in the middle would be right here. But,
I think it's better than Shovel, but not Clear Rune at least.
Well, if we're doing what we're... I mean, you said bottom of A, and I said bottom of B, so the middle ground would be like middle of B.
Fine, we'll leave it there for now. No, we can leave it there. It's fine.
Because I can tell you right now, I'd take Chaos over this any day. Because you could do way more with Chaos.
No, you can do way more with this.
No,
the tiny hitbox lets you fly over.
No, you can't.
It lets you fly over rocks. You can glitch between rocks easily. Well, not easily. You need.
It's not easily at all. You basically have to clear the room to actually do it.
No, I mean like to get pickups. I'm not talking like actual.
I know. For utility, I get it. But I think Chaos has way more utility. Chaos has way more utility.
Spaces.
It has way more utility.
I think size down is more utility. IMO.
It really isn't. You underestimate how much you could break the game with chaos, especially with the help of something like D20.
Can we put Greed's Gullet slightly down, actually? Because I don't agree with it being next to Greed's Gullet, but I'm okay with it being next to Shovel. Yeah, I like that more. I would actually even... I think it's better than Shovel. Like, maybe not Clear Rune, but I think it's better than Shovel.
I really don't think it is. I think the gap is big, honestly.
I don't think the gap is big.
I think the gap is legitimately huge.
I don't think you've used it enough. I don't think you've used Inner Child enough.
I mean, I've used it like a good, 8 times.
Do you kill yourself at the start of the run with it?
Well, I never get it at the start of the run. I usually get it on the rune.
Okay, yeah. Getting it in Beast Fight, it's a lot less useful, but if you get it, in a secret rune... Like, we're not talking,
but I also know that
yes,
I know 100% that it's not, because I've used it in the beast fight and I always get hit by tears that actually hit me. That's why I'm saying I'm 100% sure it's not the same effect as Pluto.
We'll leave it there. We'll just neither of us are gonna be happy about this placement. We're just I think this is my turn to place.
Yeah.
Isaac's turn. Oh, this is a weird one. Isaac's turn. I don't get this item enough to really know.
I don't either.
I need to see what chest.
What is it? It gives you a ghost chest at the beginning of every floor?
Yeah, it spawns an old chest at the start of each floor. When open, they contain one of the following. 43% chance for 1 to 3 soul hearts. A 42% chance for 3 trinkets. 5% chance for an angel rune item. And 10% chance for an old chest item. And the old chest items are basically the same thing you get in the mum's chest in the beast run. In the big purple chest.
I don't know, man. I think this is like some D tier level stuff.
Ooh, D tier? I think that's too harsh. I think it's C at least.
When do you ever want this over any other secret room item, though?
Okay, so you're probably not going to need the angel room items, right? That's 5%. It's not going to happen. You still have, overall, to get an item, it's a 15% chance. Not bad. 40%
I think that's bad.
For 3
no, that 15% is pretty bad. And you get only
actually, yeah,
one.
For every floor.
Only one for every floor? That's bad. You're
yeah,
usually only getting, like,
true,
pickups.
But you're getting 1 to 3 soul hearts 43% of the time.
Which is
and
fine.
Then you're getting
that's fine, but I
trinkets,
almost feel like I would rather have this.
42% of the time.
Just guaranteed. Like, let me have the hearts.
I would 100% rather have the Isaac's Tomb. I think
well,
Isaac's Tomb
it depends, because Isaac's Tomb is one of those
time.
items that's only good at the beginning of the run.
I would still even say, unless I'm on like one of the final floors of the game, I think I would still take the Isaac's Tomb. Like, I would have to have so few floors left in my run to take Black Lotus instead. I'd have to have very few floors left.
How about... Okay, well you said C, right? Which where?
Yeah.
You're the
I think it's
placer,
like top
so.
of C. I think it's top of C at least. I could see it in B maybe, but I think it's top of C at least. It's definitely not D. You're underrating it.
Yeah, I think I am underrating it a little. How often is the soul hearts?
43% for 1 to 3 soul hearts.
Okay. And what's the other percentages?
42% for 3 trinkets. It's always 3 trinkets. 42%. 10% for an old chest item, which are like the mum items in the beast route. And 5% for angel rune.
Alright, fine. We'll leave it there. This item has a lot of good synergies.
Is it going any... Like, how sure... is it? Could it go any higher? Or do you think it's like there for sure?
I was debating on if this should go above it, honestly. Like, guaranteed luck plus 2.
Okay, I think we leave it there then. Keeper's Box. I think this one you're placing.
Yeah, I mean, the obvious thing with this is that Keeper's Sack is, like, insane with this item. It's, like, the best energy in the game. Well, maybe not that good, but... it gives you it's a reusable shop, basically. There isn't, like, a percent chance between what shop items you get, right? Like, you could get an item just as likely as you get, like, a soul heart to buy, right?
No, getting a pedestal is a lot rarer, I think. I usually get pickups from it, like keys or hearts. Getting a pedestal feels kind of rare. Not rare, but kind of rare.
I feel like I usually get a pedestal, like, every 3 times I use it. Like every third time.
I don't even think it's that great.
I will place it.
Never mind. Okay, wait, no. I'm not actually wrong. I'm not actually wrong. Me saying that I don't feel like I get pedestals that often isn't wrong. But it is technically equal chance. It has an equal 11.1% chance to spawn a card, pill, bomb, key, battery, item, soul heart, red heart, or a sack. So it's equal chance for everything, but there's so many things that the chance of getting a pedestal item is low.
That makes sense.
So it's only 11%.
I mean, honestly, getting soul hearts or pills or cards as well. What's the room charge?
4? 4, yep.
This definitely has game break potential. Depending on what floor you're on. I think here seems good.
Honestly, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of this item. I feel like
the only thing that brings it down is that it's a reusable item. Honestly, I kind of wish it was like I don't know how else it would be, but like there's just a lot of better reusable items is the thing.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this item, but it's not bad.
I mean, it is the best synergy with Keeper's Sack, but that is pretty specific, to be fair.
Yeah. I think we leave it there for now. I feel like there's not much in DT, and I feel like some of these are going to drop to D. 1-up's not, though. 1-up's definitely in C. Like, 100% I'm sure 1-up is never leaving C.
Alright, you got this item right here. We gotta hurry it up.
No, it's fine. We'll have a 10-hour video. It's okay.
No, I have something to do in like 50 minutes.
50 minutes?
I have a draft match.
We can briefly pause the video and you can... I'm staying up.
That's true too. That's true too. Okay, whatever.
I'm staying up for this. Okay. Okay, it spawns... I don't know, I have a friend who really likes this item and I'm not... It's occasionally spawns spiders from rocks in rooms you're in, and blowing up rocks gives you 0 to 2 spiders. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan.
Not either. You have to blow up rocks. Well, it says it can spawn them out of rocks, right? Like, you don't have to blow them up?
It spawns them out of rocks in active rooms. Active rooms only. You get a few spiders. C tier, maybe.
E tier?
It could be D. I said C.
No way it's that high.
But I could see D. I'm not a huge fan.
You know, as much as I hate Book of Shadows, I think it's worse than that. It's not Book of Shadows, Book of whatever the frick.
I actually think it's... This is funny because I was defending Book of Secrets earlier. I think it's better than Book of Secrets. You've converted me.
Alright, fine. Whatever. I don't really care that much about that item.
You speech 100'd me into not liking Book of Secrets anymore.
What can I say, man? This is actually, like, in my top 5 favorite items in the entire game. Keeper Sack.
This is a good item.
I love Keeper. I mean, no matter what, it's at least S tier. I refuse to believe anything else.
I could argue high A, but I'm also not going to complain if you put it in S.
I would say it's better than Echo Chamber, and I was hyping up Echo Chamber. And you're going to hate this one.
Damn.
I say it's better than Binge Eater. Because every single time... but the problem... Okay, no. Here's the thing, though. Because we're going to do a shop item tier list as well. This is one of the only items that I really have to consider the fact that you're picking it up in a secret room. This is way better as a shop item, because when you pick it up in the shop, you're immediately going to see the gratification of it. Potentially, since this is...
Seriously, don't...
Since this is potentially a secret room item, let's say you're counting this as a secret room item, you pick it up in a late game secret room, then you could potentially still get it in a late game secret room, and that would kind of suck ass. But this is like one of the best game break items in the entire game. Like, if you get this even midway through the run, you get so many stats, it's insane.
I'm going to say this, and you're going to be mad at me. But I think first item rune. Let's say it's a chaos choice item rune, and it's Binge Eater or Keeper Sack. I take Binge Eater every time.
Yeah, I don't think that's... I think that's stupid. But I don't know. I think that's... Yeah, that's a terrible decision. You're going to get way more stats out of Keeper Sack.
I think you get more out of Binge Eater.
Well, maybe, but you're lowering your speed. I'll always keep on bringing up the speed. Keeper Sack is free stats. Binge Eater...
You're going...
There is a cap to how much you could do. What? Your cap is how many speed ups you get in the run.
One speed up pill is 5 HP ups with Binge Eater.
That's fine.
Like,
but you're not getting as much damage out of Binge Eater as you are with Keeper's Sack. You just aren't.
I actually think you're getting more out of Binge
You
Eater
aren't.
in the long run.
You just aren't. Because you're not picking up 5... You just aren't. Okay, now granted, for this list specifically, I'm okay with ranking it lower than Binge Eater. But
okay.
if this...
So, it's funny because I'm defending Binge Eater, and then when you bring up the comparison to the shop list, I'm going to start defending Keeper's Sack.
Well, Wait, is Binge Eater in the shop pool? No. Right?
No, I just mean, I don't think you should... I don't see how it's much worse in the secret room than it is in the shop.
It's way worse.
I do think it's a little bit worse, but I don't think it's way worse.
Well, because if we're considering all secret rooms of the run, then it's very possible to get it. Because here's a great example. You're not finding a shop womb onwards anyway. So when we're ranking all shop items, it's always going to be found in a spot where it's useful. Always. It will always be useful.
True.
Even in Hush Floor,
True.
it will always be useful because you get immediate stats.
I personally think it's a little bit unfair to rank items that are reliant on item rooms and shops,
but
to rank them down.
No, I hard disagree. Well, granted, this is not going to be that big of a down for it. I think
if I was comparing you shop, rank them down a little.
If I was comparing shop keepers, okay, if I'm comparing this item as a whole, I'd even put it above Epic Fetus. I really would.
Cool.
But I'm considering the fact I'm finding this in a secret room. Many of the secret rooms are very potentially late game. You know, you're not getting immediate benefits out of it. So with that in mind, I think here is fair.
Okay, no, yeah. So you didn't let me finish earlier. When I think it's unfair to significantly drop an item for considering. I'm not gonna do like an entire. But tier, drops, I think is fair. Small drops, I think is fair. No, because you were saying there's a big difference. Like you said that getting it in secret room is way worse than shop. I don't think this is way worse.
It doesn't make the item way worse. It makes it way worse in comparison to other secret room items. I think. Maybe this is a spoiler alert for the shop tier list, which we're going to be doing. Check back out on the channel. Yes, sir. But,
it's probably going to be the top of the list. It's like top 3.
It probably is. What shop item's better than Keeper's Sack?
Birthright, debatably, on certain characters.
Yeah, but I'd even I would unironically put Keeper's Sack above Birthright.
I probably would as well.
For a shop item tier list, you're immediately getting so much out of it.
Keeper's Sack might be number 1. I can't think of one that's better right now. Anyway, that's a different list.
Yeah, sure. So, okay, but yes, this is one of the very unique items that I think is significant. It's not like a tier down worse, but I only consider it worse than Binge Eater when it's found in a secret room. That's what I'm going to say about it. It's almost always better than Binge Eater if it's found in a shop.
That means we're going to place it in the same spot. So this just happened is a happy accident. Let's just go to the next item.
This item sucks ass.
Okay.
It's your turn though.
You're gonna hate me. No.
Everything's in B.
No, this item, it's better than people think it is. It's still kind of annoying though. It's E or D for sure. I think it's D. I think it's the lowest on D.
I put it F. So let's do E. I actually find it outright detrimental to me.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it more, I think it is E. Actually, that makes more sense. I think late game, like in chest, this can be really good. If you have a lot of keys, it can be decent.
That's very specific.
F, but I think it is. I can kind of see the argument for F. A lot of people don't hate it, so I'm actually fine with E. Just leave it like E. Okay, Lost Contact, your turn.
This is a unique item. I think when I first started playing Isaac, this would be like S tier. But now that I'm better at the game, there's a lot of things I actually don't like about this item. This is Lost Contact, Shielded Tears. I think for beginners, this item is fantastic. The problem with it, though, is that if you're an offensive player, your tears go away when they shoot another boss's tears, which really can slow down the fight. And that could be a legitimate issue if you're going for boss rush or hush. Granted, I still think it's A, and I actually would put it above Infamy. Because I've had hush runs, like hush fights, where I could literally shoot. Like, I suck with the purple tiers, for example. Maybe that's just a skill issue. I always have trouble with those purple tiers. I can just shoot the purple tiers.
They are kind of difficult.
Yeah, I can always shoot those purple tiers. And I do that consistently. Like, I shoot away from the boss just to shoot the tiers.
You placed it more or less exactly where I was going to place it, so I'm happy with that.
So I do definitely think it's better than
yeah.
Infamy, because you can control, it's consistent. But I don't think it's as...
yeah. I think
this is...
I like it there. I like it there.
You know what, though? How about over this as well, though?
I was actually going to argue that as well, and I was just like not going to bother because like I didn't care that much, but I was actually going to do that as well.
All right, I don't know. I don't really know much about this item at all, so I'm just going to leave it there.
Maybe Esau Jr.'s too high, but I like Esau Jr.
Oh, well then lower it. Listen, this is all you. I really... This is all you, bro.
I do like my Esau Jr. Let's leave him there, and if someone wants to yell at me later, then... How about you need to play some runs with it and see if it's bad or not.
Yeah, I do.
It's good though, trust. It's good though.
It's a shame because I love this item, but go quick.
Okay,
I want to finish in time.
if you're smart, you take this at the end of the floor, and it's a guaranteed payout once.
Yes.
And then you're probably never getting a payout again. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
If you have BFF, it has Holy Mantle, but even with that, you're probably not going to get.
Oh, that's
paid
so
out
cool! I didn't know that.
It
gets Holy Mantle with BFF.
It gets Holy.
That's
so
so
it gets
cute.
Holy Mantle if you have BFF.
I love that.
But it will still die because it follows behind.
But it has so much potential, right? Can't it spawn angel deals?
Okay, so it spawns either 3 soul hearts, 2 eternal hearts. 2 eternal hearts is a bit of a mean. There's only really 1 heart. Unless you get a 3rd eternal heart on your floor. And then it's a treasure room or an angel room item. So you get 1 guaranteed payout. 2 eternal hearts is definitely the lowest there. Just because it's only actually really 1 red heart. 3 soul hearts isn't too great. It's good, but it's not too great. You definitely want the angel room item. I don't know. It's 1 random like potential treasure room or angel room item. I don't know. This is like C tier.
I don't think it's that high. I think it's honestly. I could even see the argument for E as much as I like it.
It's not E. It's D at least. You're getting 1 guaranteed payout though.
Yeah, but that's just one item.
Guaranteed.
And it's not even a guaranteed.
Let's think of it this way. I would say a regular red HP up is the very bottom of C tier. This will give you the regular red HP up because the worst reward is the 2 eternal hearts.
I guess.
So it's just bottom of C.
But like,
and you could hide.
Where do you find this again? I mean, you're finding this in your secret room. That's what we're assuming.
Yeah. You just don't take it to the end of the floor.
All right, fine. Where are you putting it? Right here.
Actually, you know what? I think you put it below 1 up, and I think we dropped Dad's ring to D tier.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Oh wow. Well, I mean.
Oh, hello.
This is kind of free, isn't it? Damn, man. I actually forgot about this item. I'm gonna be real. This is probably better than everything.
Oh, hey. That's my glitched crown you're going over.
But, like, okay, full disclosure, I've used this item, like, twice. I have not used it as much as I should. But, like, the one time I used it, it was on a lost run. And it was such a terrible run. I was so ready to lose to Delirium. I could not believe how long it lasted. I killed Delirium with only Mega Mush and I never transformed back. It's crazy how long it lasts for.
Yeah. I think you might have a car battery as well, because it sometimes does that.
Maybe,
but,
I don't know.
I would say it's below Glitch Crown, but otherwise it's second on top.
I don't know, man. Guaranteed Delirium kill is crazy.
Yeah, but Glitch Crown will get you every overpowered item in the game.
But you need other items. This is all you need.
No, but Glitch Crown gives you the other items. You can't just say you need other items, because that's the whole point of Glitch Crown. It gets you.
What if you get Glitch Crown right before Delirium?
I'm not even joking. Unless
I got Mega Mush on the Delirium floor. I was about to lose the run, and it saved the run.
Okay, but you're talking about the super high point of the item. That's just really unfair in Glitch Crown. You need to consider Glitch Crown at other points of the run.
Yes, but I'd rather have
Glitch Crown is better.
I'd rather have okay, if we're talking about how good the items are, we're comparing an item that can solo one of the hardest, debatably the hardest boss in the game, to an item that can get you to solo the hardest boss in the entire game.
It will. It will get
No,
you the
Mega
best
Mush
items in the
will.
game. That help. Okay, Mega Mush will, but for the one boss. Glitch Crown will for the whole run, and you'll be less powerful against the... Actually, sometimes I'd argue you're even more powerful against that one boss.
I don't know, man. I killed Delirium with bad items. Hater. I had bad items.
Okay, listen. I don't know who's biased here. I don't know if I'm too biased for Glitch Crown or you're too biased against it, or if it's both. But...
Well, I'm not even like worried about Glitch Crown here because I just think Mega Mush is that. It was one of those moments where I was just like, "What? Like, how is it this good?"
I think Glitch Crown is better. I think Glitch Crown is better,
and I think Mega Mush is way better.
And I think Glitch Crown is way better. I don't think it's way better. I think it's just a bit better. But actually, no, a fair amount better. I think it's a fair amount better.
I think it's way better. So I think, to be fair, I think it has to stay here. I mean, I think my argument's a little more sound too. It's one item compared, and I get it. This is what I'm saying. Remember what I said earlier in the run? A utility item can never be the best item in the game. It just can't.
It can be.
It cannot. Because you need it
gets
early.
It gets you every overpowered item in the
game. It doesn't matter if you get it late. This is good no matter where you get it.
No, listen. I've had Glitch Crown.
It's the same for D Infinity, and I think D Infinity is way better than Glitch Crown too. But they're both only good.
Not super late.
They're both only good if you get them at a point where you can use them.
Listen. I've gotten Glitch Crown not super late, but kind of late in certain runs, and it still was like really.
Well, yeah, that's why it's S tier. It's still. Don't get me wrong. It's still up there, but that's not what I'm talking about. Mega Mush is the only item you need. You could probably have no items and still beat Delirium with Mega Mush.
I don't think it does enough damage for a whole Delirium fight.
I think it does. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm overranking it.
I don't know what was up that run.
But I really...
It's really good, don't get me wrong.
I really want to be able to convince you that I had the worst run I could ever imagine. In fact, it was one of those. It was one of those Delirium portals that spawned after Mom too. So I didn't even have the extra boss items. Like from Womb.
Look. Listen. Glitch Crown's just better, okay?
But it isn't. In offense, this is.
Okay, listen. We can't just assume the best case scenario. Like, if you're going to assume best case scenario, you got Mega Mush right at the...
You get it at the beginning. If you get both of these items at the beginning of the run, it doesn't matter, because this is all you need.
No, because that's not going to help you in the other rooms. But Glitch Crown will help you the entire run.
All right, fair enough. See, now that's a good argument. I'll give you that.
That's what I was trying to say. Like,
if we're comparing
right in front of Delirium,
what you're comparing
better, but that's unfair
is what's harder, rooms or bosses. I'm going to say bosses every day.
Yes, but I think if you've had... Okay, I think if you're comparing... Okay, let me just talk for a little bit, okay? If you get this right in front of Delirium, then yes, Mega Mush is better. But that is an unfair comparison of Glitch Crown. I do think you can maybe consider sometimes you get Glitch Crown late, sure, but you shouldn't factor in that much, okay? So late game, yes, Mega Mush is better, but that's a bit unfair. Any point earlier in the run, Glitch Crown, it's still not as useful, but it still is pretty useful, and I think it would give you a good enough run that you'd be able to beat Delirium. Early game, Glitch Crown is better, no contest, because it will give you so many good items in your run that you'll get to Delirium with one of those broken runs, and you'll just tap him, and he dies, okay? Mega Mush can also kill him, but you're gonna have
Don't make me say it. 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 Skill issue is still a problem with this item. It is an issue. You cannot just ignore the issue.
Just be good. To be fair, I think you saying that you killed Delirium with just Mega Mush, I think you had car battery. I don't think it lasted long enough. I think you probably had car battery and you don't remember.
I mean, maybe. I can't say that I didn't because I just don't remember. But
now
it was
with car battery. This
all
is
I'm saying is that it was a terrible run. It was terrible. I had base damage. I specifically remember I had base damage. And that alone is insane. Base lost damage. Base lost damage. I killed Delirium and I didn't even transform back.
I think you had car battery for sure.
It doesn't matter. I had base damage. Guess what? Let's have it. Let's say, and you know what's the craziest thing? I still stayed transformed like a good, like, I don't know, like 10 seconds after I killed Delirium on top of that. So let's say I halved his health bar. I still did half of Delirium's health.
Look, I had a run recently with Mega Marsh. I was playing a co-op run with one of my friends. They were not very good at the game, so it was funny. We got Mega Marsh and I gave it to one of them for the model fight. The Mega Marsh, we actually had to re-attempt the fight because they used it the first time and it ran out before phase 2 of Mother. Oh, it ran out like right as she was starting to transform. And I was playing the Lost that run and I ended up dying and we revived with Guppy's collar. And then we recharged the Mega Marsh. And I did it again, but I told them to wait on the Mega Marsh for phase 2, and it worked then. But it didn't even last, like, all of the model fight. So it couldn't have killed Delirium.
All right, I'll let you have. I'll let you have Lich Crown, but I hard disagree with it.
Okay, I get to place Missing No?
Yeah. Wait. Didn't I place Mega Mush? Maybe I should have priority. I have priority. All right,
no, it's for the initial placement on the item.
No, you're right. But I think this item's way better, and you only think it's a little better, so it has to go there.
I think the run that you're basing most of your argument on, I think you had car battery, and you're forgetting that fact.
I just don't know, but maybe I didn't.
I think you did because it doesn't last. It didn't even last the whole Mother fight, and that's a recent experience. Like. That's one of my last few runs.
To be fair, Mother Transformation, that's a few more, that's gonna take a longer.
No, it ran out as she transformed. Now, to be fair, this is co-op, so...
Oh yeah, your damage gets splits in co-op. That's not comparable at all. That's not even like a real run at that point.
Maybe that's... I forgot the co-op.
See, that's way... Oh my god, that's so much more detrimental than car battery. Your damage gets like split by like a lot.
We can leave it there for now. But I will get your Lich Crown back up, okay?
What is this,
Missing No?
Go.
I love Missing No.
Really?
I love Missing No. Missing No is a high B.
What does it do again?
It D4s you every floor.
What? Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my god, how do I forget what it did? No, this is terrible. This is outright detrimental. F.
Listen, I used to think the
It doesn't matter. It's outright detrimental, bro. If we're talking about what's good, it's not good.
No.
It's probably worse than this, bro. I'm sorry.
No, listen. I'm not joking. And this is what, remember when I said...
It doesn't matter what your experience was. It does not matter what your experience was. No, it D4s you.
Please let me talk, okay? I need to explain to you the whole character arc I've had with this item and why it's not just because I like it, but it is actually good, okay? Okay. And it's not just one run, listen, okay. So in After Earth Plus, I hated this item. I actually put it worst item in the game in After Earth Plus. I've had a transformation. I thought it was the worst item in the game. Hands down. However, that's me with no brain. I then learned the beauty of D4 bug. The most exploitable, broken thing in existence. And D4 bug makes this item so good. I got this floor 2 in a Tainted Jacob run once. And I died that run. It's a really funny death. I have a clip of it. The death has nothing to do with the actual run. It's just really dumb. It's my fault entirely. But if I didn't die that way, I would have definitely won the run. You can D4 bug abuse this. And if you get it early, all of my items were devil items. Every single
we need to consider whether we count bugs right here, right now.
Okay, I personally, most time I play games, I don't use exploits or bugs. Even if I know about them, I won't use them. However, default bugs are a bit different, only because I know that the developers know about it and they haven't patched it. And it honestly feels like a feature at this point. And also it's really fun, so I don't care. But I think they definitely know about it.
I don't think it should be counted as one of its actual, like, I don't think that should be, like, what it is, because that's not what the item is. The item is meant to just randomize all your items every floor, very flat out. I think maybe I can raise it to E, counting that a little bit, But,
no, but it always does them based on item pool. Like, it's just the D4 effect, and the D4 effect you can manipulate so you get more Devil and Angel items.
yes, but like
naturally, you can do that.
you're still
every time, consistent.
every floor you're still randomizing those though.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because you get Angel items there, like as all your items. All your items are Devil and Angel items, like all of them. Or not all of them.
It's not going any higher than E. I'm not gonna. It just won't.
I want it in C at least.
It won't.
I want it in
I'm
C
sorry.
at least.
It just won't. It's too
I
niche.
want it in C.
A bug is too niche. It just is.
But we shouldn't.
The fact that I'm taking it out of F is crazy because I was about to put it at the very bottom of F. You gotta understand.
I used to, but okay, listen.
A bug is too niche.
D4 bug.
Do not just stop talking about the bug, because that's as high as this is going.
Okay, but I don't think it's right to just like. Okay, the D4 bug / exploit, whatever you want to call it, it's basically a mechanic. It never got patched up on purpose. It's basically a mechanic, if you know about it. Now, sure, a new player's not going to know about it, but I think you should factor in if you're actually going to use the item to their best ability.
I want to emphasize that I've never used that before, right? And I've played this game a lot. And I would even argue that, you know, I'm a pretty skilled player at the game. And for me to have never used it, somebody who has well over 500 hours, probably more than maybe even 1,000. Wait, I have way more than 1,000. What am I kidding? I have like different versions. I was just thinking about, oh my god. Anyway, doesn't matter. That's a big deal. It's not even just skilled players. It's so niche. That's like putting blank card at the top of S tier because of getting, I don't know, Yara or whatever. I don't freaking know. Or strength, or I don't know. I mean, that doesn't make any sense even then, but still.
No, okay. That's different because that is a specific run. You need the specific things. You're not always going to be able to do it.
All right, well, you specific run need to know about the bug.
Yes, but that's not part of the run. You can do it every run. You get missing.
It's not going higher than E, all right? It just won't. Is it going bottom or top?
It's going in D at least.
It's not. It just won't. Because guess what? It's at the bottom of F for me. It is, in fact...
You're wrong.
It is, in fact, 2 tiers below F. Because I'm not counting the bug in my placement.
You have to, though. You have to.
But no, I don't. Because I don't count the bug.
No, here's another reason. I'm fine with it. It is literally a glitch item from Pokemon. It's literally a glitch.
Well, yeah.
And the best use you get out of it is using a glitch. Isn't that just so poetic?
It is. and guess what? I'm moving it to E when instead it should really be like Z tier.
It should be in C at least.
No, it shouldn't. It just shouldn't.
It is a. Now I will say the biggest. Okay, can we place this with the bug in mind though?
No,
please.
I'm not.
Please.
You can. You can place it with the bug in mind. I'm not.
You can keep Mega Mush on top. I want to place this with the bug in mind. Okay. I'll forfeit the Mega Mush. We need to place this with the bug because it's a completely different item. It's a completely different item.
Okay, well, we'll do half and half. I won't count it with the bug, and you will.
Yeah, then it ends up in D or C at least.
No, it doesn't, because I put it 2 spots below F.
That doesn't exist.
I could create it. I would create it if I could.
Oh no. Okay, like I consider the bug for Genesis as well. Now Genesis is good on its own, even without it. But with the bug, Genesis gets like a bit of a boost. I consider it for Genesis. I consider it for D4.
All right, let's just move it to bottom of D and move on. All right, fine. You win.
Top of D. Top of D.
No, let's
Top
go.
of D.
All right, missing page.
Top of D.
No. You've already won way more than you should have.
I don't like it there. Okay, it's fine.
You want to go back to E? It's fine. All right.
No, put it in D, put it in D.
All right. Yeah, I mean, if you say so. All right, missing page.
I hate you so much.
Isn't this like every time you get hit, it's an Necronomicon?
It's no, it's just it gives you black heart, and every time you use a black heart or Necronomicon effect or a death card, it does double the damage.
Oh,
So it does like
really?
80 damage
Is
instead.
that it?
Oh no, it does a lot more than double damage. Wait, actually, let me check. I think it's actually more than double damage. Let me check.
That's really all it
is-
does, though?
No, it's just plus 40. It's just plus 40.
So it's just Black Heart and Necronomicon damage increased.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Just doubles the
irrelevant.
Necronomicon.
I mean, it's not F because
Yeah.
it's not a hindrance, but I would unironically put that in E.
Yeah, it's E or D for sure.
Let's just put it at top of
It's
E.
prob-
I'd still rather take it
It's
over
top of
this.
E, I think. Yeah, it's definitely better than that. And I would definitely take Missing No over it every day.
All right, mystery set.
I want to talk about Missing No longer. Okay, can we?
No, I don't even
can
have enough
just-
time. All right,
We're gonna
Mystery
have to split the list into a second day anyway, or like wait, like for your draft match. I don't mind staying up a bit late. So like it doesn't matter. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
Mystery sack.
Is this your
Mystery
turn?
sack.
Or is this my
Yeah,
turn?
it is.
Oh.
Mystery sack is spawns a familiar, drops a heart, coin, bomb, or key. Alternatively, every 5 or 6 rooms. Okay, so just some free consumables every 5 or 6 rooms. I don't know. C tier? Maybe. Do you think it's C or D?
I mean, it's definitely better than Mason now.
I hate you.
Um,
Here's what I was gonna say about Missing No.
no, I don't care. I'm done with it.
No,
I don't care about the bug.
Small thing, okay. I hate you. I just wanted.
If it's about the bug, I don't want to hear
about...
it. Tell me how the D4 effect without the bug is useful, and then maybe. I actually think this is better than the ring. Just getting some pickups over time. I feel like it has more benefit. I actually think it has more benefit than the Lost, honestly. This. Because
Just 1 HP up. I'm considering the Lost is 1 HP up, by the way.
That's fair. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the pickups over the run, honestly. I mean, you get soul hearts out of this, right?
No.
Oh no.
It's a heart actually, so it could be a soul heart, but it would be rare.
Okay.
Heart, coin, bomb, or key every 5 or 6 rooms.
I don't know. I mean, it's just nice over time. I feel like you do get more out of this than you do out of this.
Probably do.
I mean, it seems wrong
I
because
don't know.
I really like this item conceptually, but it's just such a shame because it never really pays out except for the first time.
But you get the 1 guaranteed payout.
But again, that's not
Yeah.
even an item.
Would you take?
It's not even a
Would
guaranteed
you take a
item.
red H? Would you take a red HP up or the mystery sack? Is the question you should ask.
Probably mystery sack, honestly. Considering we get it
Yeah,
early
probably
game.
mystery sack. I think that's fine there. Yeah.
This is interesting. We got the
Fat
two odd
art is
mushrooms.
Ooh, it's a damage up. Bit of a speed down is a bit sucky, but it's a damage up and it's a health up, so that's good. And it's range up as well. This goes okay. If something's a damage up, it's automatically B tier IMO at least.
Yeah,
I
I agree.
So it's B tier somewhere. I think it might be like high to mid B.
This is an HP up and a damage up, right?
Yeah,
Is it like a full 1
High B.
damage up?
yeah, +1. I'm pretty sure. Let me check.
I put it in A. Low A.
I want to put it in A. I put it top of B. I don't think a damage up is or a single damage.
'Cause
up
it's
is
only a
quite
speed
tier.
down,
I think
right?
that's too high. You know, I just mean like any +1 damage up. I don't think could be enough to go into A tier. In
Well,
general.
no, but it's an HP up and a damage up.
Yeah, but the HP is not at that. I think it's B tier. Like it's a good B tier item. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, never mind. I actually don't even think it's better than these three.
Yeah, I was saying mid to high B, so this is about the placement.
This is.
I disagree with it being higher than Inner Child, but we're not going to change that. It's fine. We can leave it there.
Yeah,
leave it
I take a
there. That's
damage
fine.
up
I'm
over
happy.
that any day.
I'll take Inner Child, but that's fine.
Bro, you don't need that. I mean, again, this is like a difference in how we play too. Like, I don't know, damage like You get a lot more out of damage. Like, killing the boss faster is better for defense than being smaller.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, it's fine. Next item. This one's interesting.
This one is interesting. So it gives you a damage up. Wait, hello? No, it doesn't.
A damage down,
it gives you a damage down. But it does break the tier cap, right?
No, it doesn't.
It does
That's
not.
the biggest downside. You will still cap at 5. It brings you, by default, from base tiers, it brings you very, very close to 5. Almost capped out at 5. But then it doesn't actually break the cap.
You know what?
And
knowing it does not break the cap, I think no matter what, it's at least lower than the big one.
Yeah. So it gives you negative 0.4 flat damage, and then a 0.9 times damage multiplier. Oh, it says damage up multiplier. I don't think that's overall. I'm actually not sure. That might be an error in the wiki. I'm not actually sure. I'm not sure if this is overall damage multiplier or if it's only to the future damage ups you get. It might only be the future ones.
I think it's
0.9.
I think it's overall.
It says negative 0.4 damage, 0.9 times total damage up multiplier. It says damage up. I don't know. Anyway. Lowers your damage by a multiplier. Is all
maybe. I don't know. I really don't like that it doesn't break the tier cap. What do you think? I'll trust you here.
I was actually going to say this might be one of the this actually might be a D tier item.
D?
I like it and I also don't. It depends on the run.
It does.
And if
you're
you
right.
If you have any tiers up item at all, then I think it's bad to take. I think if you have a tiers up, then it's F tier. But you're not always going to have a tiers up. So early in the run, it can be good.
Yeah, no, you're right.
F tier.
I can agree with that. Let's put it at the top, though, because I still think it has much higher
highs. I think I like it there. I do think I like it there. I think I like it right there, yeah. Orphan Socks. Immunity to creep, +2 soul hearts. Something else. Let me read. +3, 0.3 speed, 2 soul hearts, immunity
Does
to
this make
spikes
you
and
immune
creep.
to curse rooms?
No.
No. Okay.
Okay.
This one's just kind of
interesting
okay
item.
as a utility item.
Yeah, it's C or B. Everything is C or B. I think it... I don't know, C or B, what do you think?
How about right here?
I wonder... I know GB Bug is like the D20 effects, but... Okay, call me crazy. I actually think I like Mystery Sack more than GB Bug. And I don't think that's a case of Mystery Sack needing to go higher. I think that means GB Bug needs to go down.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, and I think... I'm not a huge fan of Keeper's Box, but it's fine there. I think the Orphan Socks, the immunity to... It's only immunity to spikes and creeps, not that useful. It's a bit of speed. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Placebo. Your turn.
You know what? The thing with Pill Mimic, when it first came out, I thought this would be insane. I don't know. Maybe it's just because of, like, rarity and actually... I don't know. It is still pretty good, because you could use it on an unknown pill, and then potentially you can, you know, still have... I just feel like I don't use it as much as, like, I could. Maybe it just doesn't show up as much as... Or maybe I already have a better...
I also feel the same. I feel like I never really get the pills I'm trying to use with it.
Right. But theoretically, it is still pretty good, just because, like... again, you could use it on an unknown pill, find out the pill, right? But then it also still raises to like 12.
I will say,
uses.
I think, so it makes sense that they nerfed Blank Card, right, for the dynamic charges, and Clear Rune makes sense it has dynamic charges. I kind of wish they didn't give dynamic charges to Placebo. Because any stat up pill is 12 rune charge or something stupid.
I mean, I get it for tiers, but like...
Oh, wait, no it's not. No, it's not. Actually, where are... Wait, I'm blind. Oh no, startups. Okay, startups are 6 rune, so that's normal actually.
Okay.
Oh no, but it used to
What
be
is full
less
health? Full
charge
health
in...
is probably 12.
How much charge was it in Afterearth Plus? Was it 6 or 4?
I don't know.
I want to say it's 6. I don't know.
Either way, this is another. I mean, to be fair, I feel like it's fair to put like in this same group up here.
I don't think it is. I think this is significantly worse than the clear rune and blank card.
It's definitely worse.
I think significantly worse. I think it actually might be a whole tier lower.
Really?
Yep.
I
think getting reuse out of pills. Yes, but you need to find a good pill, then re-find it. Now you can placebo.
No. You do not need to re-find the pill because you could use.
You can placebo while you're holding an identified. Yep. However, okay, so 48-hour energy is 12 rune, but that makes sense. Balls of Steel is 12, and full health is 12. Pretty Fly is 6. One makes you larger, one makes you small is 6.
Pretty Fly would be pretty good, actually. Hold on.
Oh, what's annoying with using unidentified pills is some unidentified pills, because false PhD exists, some pills like Addicted and the Curse of the Maze pill, one that has the same name as an unidentified pill, and it gives you Curse of the Maze. Those pills are like objectively bad, and in order to they should be 1 room charge, but because false PhD, they didn't want you getting a black heart for using those pills, so they made them 6 room charge all the time with placebo. So if you use, I actually think that's kind of a bit of a killer of the item, because you use placebo while you have an unidentified pill, you get a bad effect, and it's 6 room charge.
How about the top
annoying.
of C then?
I agree with that. I think.
This is effective.
I get to rank.
Is this your turn?
Yeah, I think it's B.
It's like effectively infinite bombs.
Yeah, it's a lot of bombs. Where in B though is the question. Where in B?
Okay, this might be a hot take. I'd rather have this. Like, if I had to choose between the extra life for Beast and 99 bombs, I'd take the bombs.
Yeah, honestly, bombs are kind of busted on Beast.
So I would put him above Esau. Or the baby, or whatever his name is.
Bombs have so... If you get this early in a run, you're just like...
That's
very
true.
happy.
If you get this early in the run, it's
Bombs?
it's such a good utility item.
And then if you get it late in the run, you can still bomb open doors with it. If you need to make, like,
it honestly is
You
useful
could...
all of the run. It's never bad to have 99 bombs.
You can never go wrong with bombs. Those are one of the consumables that you're better off with bombs early game, but you can never really go wrong.
Have you ever gotten a run? I've only had one run like this. Have you ever gotten a run with the quick place bomb item in this? It's so good.
Oh, I've had some runs with a lot of bomb synergies plus this, and I just go ham with bombs on Delirium.
I love that crap.
I love those runs. Yeah. Happened a lot in After Earth Plus when Chaos gave you a lot of bomb items.
Right.
I
don't know. I don't think it's better than these 3. Do you think it's better than the mushroom?
Ooh, would I take damage up or bombs? That is a question.
Damage and HP up.
Damage up? Damage and HP up, or just a lot of bombs? I think I take the stats, to be honest.
Okay. I'm fine either way. I think it's a pretty good place no matter what.
I think that's an okay placement. Raw liver, interesting.
This is like the best
Your turn.
health. Well, no, it's not the best health up item in the game. That's the body, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, hell, damn well.
Okay, this has an advantage over the body though. Body gives you 3 hearts, but this gives you 2 hearts, but it fully heals your red hearts as well.
Right. I mean, I think no matter what, it's better than the Black Lotus. I think it's better than that. Would I take 2 health over luck? Honestly, probably. In general, I think soul heart. Well, no, red health are still obviously more broken than soul hearts, but it depends on the character as well. It's hard to rank like a health up in B, honestly. I feel like, but it is. 2.
I definitely don't think it's B. I think it's. I think you're placing it around the point I would. It's somewhere in this point in C. I think it's below Isaac's Tomb, but above.
I disagree. I think it's better than the Tomb.
I think the Tomb is going to get you more hearts overall.
Maybe.
And it's just 2 red hearts. It's not that hard to get red hearts, right?
No.
It's really not that hard.
But I'd still take it over the luck,
I think it's right here. I think it's right there, yeah. Oh, red key.
Here's an interesting one. That's you.
Red key. I think this is a solid A tier item. I'm like fairly certain it's A tier, exactly.
This is one of the most unique items in the game. It's a shame that I feel like it's such a bummer. How many room charges is it again?
4.
I mean, it still gives you extra rooms. Its charge isn't that bad. But I mean, I can't argue that ultra secret rooms are also really good. And it's one of the only ways you can actually find them. I don't know, man. I feel like I can't break the run with this as much as you'd think you could.
Yeah, I think it's definitely in A tier. Like,
You
for sure.
definitely do get good
it's not in
items
B.
from like ultra secret rooms, but like I just don't think it's like as game breaking as people think it is.
I think it's better than Forget Me Now.
Yeah,
And I think
could agree with that. I think I'd rather
Shield
take the
to tears
shield.
or
I'd rather take the shield to tears, honestly.
I might as well. Honestly, I think Esau Jr. needs to come down a little bit. I do like my Esau Jr. But
Where?
again, I was factoring in D4 bug to Esau Jr. and you hate the D4 bug.
Well, I mean, hey, you can count it if you want. Whatever. Do it for this one. I have no idea about this item.
I think Esau Jr. is below Red Key but above Forget Me Now.
Okay. I think this is a good spot. I like that. Hey, I got rock bottom.
Actually, no. Esau Jr. is above Red Key as well, but below Shorter Tears.
All right, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get all the power.
Rock Bottom.
Rock bottom, you know, this is a classic. This is like one of the first items everybody thinks of for secret rooms, right?
Yeah.
Which is really cool
It's
because
F tier
there's
for
a new... Yeah, it's F tier. You know, what's awesome about rock bottom is that when you think about it... Okay, well, for anybody who doesn't know, if you're living under a rock... See what I did there? Rock bottom. Anyway.
Oh, you're very funny.
I know. It lowers... I mean, it prevents you from lowering your stats for the rest of the run.
Yeah. Like, for example, if you tell one good joke in your life, now every joke after that is the same quality as that one
Exactly. It doesn't go down from there. No. So yeah, like let's say you use a strength card, then you keep that strength up for the rest of the run. Now, granted, what a lot of people don't think about with this item is that the stats actually carry over. So like, basically, if I use that strength card, if I get another damage up, I'm not gonna receive an additional damage over that because the damage up from the strength card is held.
That it still actually calculates your stats behind the scenes.
Yes.
But the stats it actually gives you are what your highest of that stat was.
So it's not as...
But yeah, it does mean if you
it's not as insanely busted as it sounds. Like, you can't just use like 5 strength cards and like completely steamroll.
Yeah. And it is a bit of a toss-up. Like, do I use the strength card now and get it 1.5 times now? Or
Sometimes I want to
get a bit more
damage up. Yeah, exactly. And then get a higher cap. So, and strength is just one example. There's a lot of different ways that you could raise your damage up higher. Hell,
I think there's so many synergies with this item. You get Liberty Cap.
I would say this might be the best synergy item in the entire game.
Mega Mush is ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
Massive damage up, permanent.
Or even like...
You get a massive damage up, permanent.
No, you know what I think it works with is Horf even. Like the Ipecac shot, I think it does work.
No, Horf is just a single Ipecac. It doesn't actually raise your stats.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. There's something that I had. I don't remember. Either way, this
works with Epiphora. It works with Kidney Stone. It works with Soy Milk. It just everything. You just break it.
As much as I love Epic Fetus, I think the best synergy item in the game is at least higher than that. A lot of people would think that this is worse or late game. I mean, it is technically worse late game, but it's not even like bad.
I still find use out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I see people saying that rock bottom. Isn't good late game.
But
they don't know what they're doing.
Like you could easily find a card or anything that gives you plus stats. Like that's one of the things about rock bottom.
Granted,
like rock bottom.
There are some runs I get rock bottom late. There are some runs I get rock bottom late and it doesn't do much. Same as Glitch Crown. But I feel like even runs I get this late, I still sometimes get benefit out of it. More than I would expect. So, it's still good even. Whenever. It's good whenever. Look, I think Glitch Crown's better, but I think that you're underrating Glitch Crown. Or am I overrating it?
You're definitely underrating it. The best synergy
if you're not
item
gonna,
in the game.
Okay.
But you know what I will say? I also think it's better than Mega Mush.
Listen, can we make a trade? Okay, can we make a trade? Because if you're not gonna like actually consider D4 bug on the missing node, like, then putting it D tier is not even right. Because if you're not considering D4 bug,
Whatever,
then it is
fine,
F
you
tier.
can have this.
But if you
That's
are
fine.
considering D4 bug, so I just want to make the trade that glitched crown stays at the top of the whole game.
But it
you
isn't.
can put
No,
missing node at the bottom. Of the whole
I
game.
can't. When I really think about rock bottom, I don't know. It's so hard.
Glitch crown
Rock
gives you
bottom is
every
one of those
item in the
items
game.
that you'd pick up from death certificate.
Yeah, but I'd actually pick up glitched crown and get a better run overall.
I don't think that's true. Then rock bottom.
I think it is.
The high.
Okay,
this is gonna sound
here's the
crazy. The highs of rock bottom are much higher than glitched crown. They just are.
It is true. However, glitch crown will get you the highs more often. Rock bottom. Okay, rock bottom will
That's not
always
even
give you
true,
good highs.
really.
Rock bottom will always give you good benefit. Even if, okay, rock bottom, it does depend on what items you get in the run. Like, for example, if you get soy milk, GG. If you get kidney stone, GG. However, you're not always going to get those items. You will, however, always get cards, so it's always going to give you at least something. However, there are going to be runs where it doesn't give you that much. There are going to be runs where it busts the game right open, but there are going to be runs it doesn't give you that much. Glitch crown will always give you a lot.
No,
Glitch crown is always.
because
the
we
best
said
items.
just now how how you get benefit out of rock bottom at the very end. Even you don't get that benefit with glitch crown. You just don't.
You still get a bit of. You still get.
No,
a bit
you
of
don't.
benefit out
Let's
of
say it's
glitch
the
crown,
last
yeah.
item you get.
Yes, you
Rock
do.
bottom, last item you get. There's very likely to be a card on that floor. Something.
You get so little though. It's not really going to impact your run.
What if you have a
unless there's
strength card? That's
card.
insane.
That's like the only thing. You're like. you're
Devil
asking
would
for a
still be
specific
good.
card at that
That's
point.
just a solid damage up.
I-
God, so
I-
many of the tinted
Glitch
cards
Crown's
too.
I think glitch crown is better. Now, to be fair, I think rock bottom versus glitch crown is kind of close, but I do think glitch crown is better. Okay, how about this? You can keep rock bottom on top, but put mega mush below.
That's fine.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
And also put
honestly,
missing
I
out
was
to
originally
see,
gonna put rock bottom in the mid, but like it just like the more I think about rock bottom, it really is just an insane item.
I unlock this ASAP every time.
Yeah, it truly is
As soon
just
as I
insane.
unlock Jacob and Esau.
I can't even think of a
As soon as I
single.
unlock Jacob and Esau.
Here's another thing. What's the negative to rock bottom? I mean, there really is just none. Like even with
It's
items
funny
like
because there was a misconception. There was a misconception that it in Afterbirth, not Afterbirth, Antibirth, the mod like the Repentance was based on.
Right.
That in Antibirth it lowered your stats to base stats when you pick it up. That was never actually true, ever. So people thought it got buffed in Repentance by removing that downside.
Oh,
It
that's
never
funny.
had the downside in the first place. It was just a massive Mandela
That's
effect.
actually funny. But like even with items
was on the wiki for
like
some reason. It was
even
just
with
weird.
items like D Infinity, like you could argue that its negative is that it's a reusable item and it needs charges. This is just like I don't know, man. I mean, and this has clear negatives.
Your stats can only go up. They can only
Yeah.
go up.
Hell, even Mega Mush, like Mega Mush has a long charge time, you know?
Yeah. Okay. I think we'll just move on. Rune bag.
I really like Rune
it's
Bag.
B tier.
This is my favorite bag.
It is a good bag. It's B tier, I think. But
Oh
where-
man, I love Rune Bag actually.
Where do you think it is in B tier?
Oh. I mean it's not A, but I really do like Rune Bag. I put it above Shovel.
Quite nice. It can give you Soul of Lilith. It can give you Soul of Lilith, which is a familiar.
The
Straight
thing
up.
is that
Permanent.
guaranteed rune spawns is kind of insane when you really think about it. The bad part about
Okay,
runes
hear me out.
is
Top
that
of
they
B.
don't spawn.
Very top of B.
I kind of agree. Like
I don't think it's
I
A. It's
would
very top.
rather have more common runes than copy runes.
Yeah, I actually agree as well.
I
It's
like
gonna
that.
give you like Soul of Liliths over time, and you're just gonna get 3 familiars.
Right, and is it still just like 5 or 6 rooms to clear for it?
Okay, and yeah, it's not that much. And here's the thing: it has to be better than Shovel because it's gonna give you Ewa's runes. They give you the
Right,
same thing as
exactly.
Shovel. So 7 or 8 rooms. It is kind of a lot, 7 or 8 rooms. But
That's not that bad though. For a rune, I think
So
that's definitely
they-
worth it.
yeah, they actually nerfed it in Repentance. It used to be 5 or 6 rooms. Now it's 7 or 8. But it can
I
give you all
get
the
I
souls
get
for it.
why it's
All-
nerfed. I don't know, man. Runes are just so good, man.
Wait, honestly, I'm gonna say, is it A tier?
Maybe the bottom.
Or is it top of B?
Shoot, but when I look at it,
Oh.
I take rune bag over infamy any day.
But
I mean, I get the
I would
50%
as well,
tiers,
but I think that's because infamy is one of those items that it's good, but you don't realize how good it is.
yeah, but like I
rune bag
can
looks
notice
more
how good
appealing.
rune bag is, though, dude.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to. It shouldn't be about whether you notice. It should be about how good it actually is.
No, you're right.
And is infamy doing more heavy lifting than you think? I think maybe rune bag could be an A tier, but it had to be at the very bottom.
I don't know, man. I think the fact that it has to be tiers too, because you could get like alges.
Yeah, I mean you. But infamy's all the time. It's just gonna be a one-time use.
I mean, I'm okay with it going at the bottom as well, but
But
like
also, this can give you per throws, and it can give you
Yaras.
Soul of Isaacs, and
hell, you get
Soul
multiple
Isaac's
Yaras
all
in one
decent.
floor. Technically, you could get a Yara on a different floor.
you know
and then
what? You know what? If you want to put it higher than infamy, I didn't see anything. Okay, I didn't see anything. You know, if you wanted to put it higher than Forget Me Now,
I do love rune bag.
and if you wanted to put it higher than Glitched Crown,
Do I? Ultra Secret Rooms are really good. I think I'll keep it where it is.
I fight to the death on Glitched Crown for everything, but then Rune Bag I just let
And
you
rune bag though, that'd be such a meme. Putting rune bag at the very top.
Rock
I don't know,
bottom
it's-
below Glitched
it's
Crown,
just-
but Rune Bag I'll let you.
It's so
I'll let you.
clearly the best bag item. Like, it's
It
I
is.
love
Runes are
whenever I
just
run
quite
into
good.
it, and I can't say the same.
Because what balances out runes? What balances out runes is that they're so rare. And
Right.
this makes them common.
Exactly. All right. Sake.
I'm fine with that. Sackhead. It's B. Is it? Yeah, it is. It's B. It's somewhere in B. I want to say below Astral Projection.
That's fine.
Right there. Are we done?
No.
That it? Discussion over? No, I mean like just that item. It's discussion over.
Yeah. I feel like that just makes
Okay,
sense.
cool. Next one. Sax has to go near it though.
I think Sax is worse
Yeah.
though.
I do think it's worse, but it has to go like right next to it. These are like the same item.
Yeah. A Sacred
Ooh,
Orb.
Sacred Orb. I get to place this one. Sacred Orb is S tier. Now, hey, one of the two items in the secret room pool that has lower weighting. Well, we're not factoring that in, but it is rarer than the other items. This is bad Glitch Crown. Bad Glitch Crown, but I think Glitch Crown is so insanely good that obviously Sacred Orb is still S tier for being a bad Glitch Crown.
This is gonna be a hot take. I mean, you place it first.
Oh no, I'll let you say. I don't know the exact placement. You can. It's fine.
I don't think it's better than any of the items we've placed in S tier. I really
I
don't.
think it's better. I think it's better than Binge Eater. Yes, it is. It is better than Binge Eater. I think this is an
so?
item that you don't realize how much it's carrying you. You won't realize.
I mean, obviously, no, you're right. But like, this is like the definition of an item you need to get early.
Actually, I would even say it's better than Epic Fetus.
Well, if you get
And
it
Infinity,
early,
I would have to
yeah.
think about it. The Infinity, I have to think about it. I think right there, maybe.
Okay. So then,
I think right there.
I guess I'll put it. I have to put it in the middle then. I guess.
Where do you think it goes?
I was gonna put it at the bottom of S. God, I really don't think it's better than Keeper's Sack, man.
I think it's a lot better than Keeper's Sack.
I think Binge Eater's a lot better.
I'm a Binge Eater defender. I think Sacred Orb is a little bit better than it. Just a little bit.
I'll leave it.
I'm happy there. I think Epic Fetus, you can argue, definitely is. I think that's good. I think this is a sleep... Like, you're not going to ever realize what impact it's doing to your run, because you're not going to know what you would have gotten otherwise. But it is helping you behind the scenes more than you think.
Of course. Alright, that's
It's
fine.
like Tainted Lost. It's like Tainted Lost, where you get the better items, you never actually realize, but you do kind of, over the course of a lot of runs as Tainted Lost, you do realize you're getting better things.
Yo, the goat Samson's chain. I mean, you can break rocks. How much damage does this even do to the enemies?
much. I honestly think the rock breaking sometimes be bad. It can hit mushrooms when you're walking past them and blow them up in your face.
Yeah, it's true. That happens quite a lot to me, actually.
Yeah, I actually think there's some part of me that wants to say it's like, it's not F tier detrimental, but it is like a little bit detrimental. I think it's like in the bottom, like D or E.
There definitely is
Like-
utility.
I like the utility, but at the same time, I think it also just gets you hit.
Can't you block shots with it, though? Doesn't it have utility in, like...
You can, actually. You can.
You can hide behind the ball for, like, tier boss fights?
It blocks projectiles, and it deals 5 damage per tick, about 10.7 damage per second.
I think for that, it should be at least, like, here.
I can see that. I can see that, actually. I'm okay with that, yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, I like
I don't really use
I
it
like
like
that.
that, but I really should.
Yeah. Okay, what's next? Sausage. A tier. It's just A tier. Like, solid A.
What is it again?
Definitely not S, and it's definitely not B. Now, where in A is it? Where in A
What is it again?
So, it's all stats up, including Planetarium chance, including Devil and Angel chance.
Oh.
So it gives you 6.9 Devil and Angel chance and 6.9 Planetarium chance, and it gives you +1 luck, plus 0.16 shot speed, 2.5 range, 0.5 tears, 0.5 damage, 0.2 speed, and a red heart container, and fully heals your red hearts.
Damn. Well, it's pretty
It's
good.
it's quite good.
Top of A tier.
We're in A tier. Top of A tier?
I mean, it's an all
Top of A
stats
tier.
up.
Oh. It is quite good, but is it that good? ED6 can kind of be
Sausage.
busted. I think ED6 is better.
That's fair.
And then I think Shielded Tears is better too. I think maybe right below Shielded Tears.
Okay. Skeleton Key. Is this you?
No, I did Sausage.
I mean, 99 keys is nice.
Ooh, I get Spin Down. Ooh, I get Spin Down. I love Spin Down. Okay.
Skeleton Key is nice, but it's definitely not as good as 99 bombs. I think we could definitely both agree on that.
Yeah.
I almost feel like it could go right here. But no, I
I actually think it's significantly worse than 99 bombs. I think
Yeah.
it's either bottom B or high C.
I still think that
Like
a lot
very
of
top of
keys
C.
could potentially be good. This is the one time where I actually love to find a key bomb. Like, that's so insane if you find key bomb with this.
Yes.
I think for that alone, I actually will put it here. Are you okay with that? I mean, key
Yeah,
bombs are not
that's
necessarily
fine, I think.
rare, right?
Yeah, I think that's actually a fine placement for it.
Like, you get a key
Okay,
bomb with
spin
this, and
down,
you go
STL.
crazy.
Spin Down S tier.
It's definitely better than Eternal D6. There's no argument there.
It's S tier. It's S tier.
Um,
Now where in S tier is the question. Spin Down. Oh, there's some items you play. a
This
Blood
is
Donation
the
machine,
only.
you
This is
get
the only
Blood Bag.
dice item that D Infinity does not copy, right?
Yes. You can play a Blood Donation, get Blood Bag. It's Brimstone every time. That's an S tier. You can guarantee Brimstone.
That's
basically, on your
Brimstone's
run.
the item
That's
after
busted.
Blood Bag.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or before it, or whatever. It rolls into it guaranteed. If you get bar of soap in your boss room, spin it down into Nancy bombs. If you have a battery, spin it down again into rock bottom. If you get toothpicks, spin it down into sacred heart.
Yeah, spin down's
Like-
pretty great. Even from a casual
Boss
perspective.
items turning
Even from a casual perspective,
from a casual.
it's still just D6. You know, like that's great.
Yeah, I think
It's better D6.
I honestly
mean,
think-
it's clearly better D6.
I actually think this is better than D Infinity.
I hard disagree there though. It doesn't have nearly as much utility.
But you find
It doesn't
I guess you need
matter.
to find the right item.
It doesn't
But
matter.
Blood Bag is Brimstone every time. Blood Bag
That's
is
true.
every single
And for
time.
that alone, I'd even be willing to put it above Epic Fetus. But as much as I love Epic Fetus,
I would be fine right here. If you place it right here, I'd be completely fine with that.
as much as
D Infinity is-
I love Epic Fetus, the gap between Epic Fetus and D Infinity is insane. D Infinity
I
is
would say if
crazy.
If D Infinity had Spin Down, I actually might place D Infinity the best item in the game, like all up.
Yeah, it probably
if it had
would
spin
be,
down.
honestly.
That'd be such a significant buff.
Yeah, it would.
Like seriously.
Like being able to choose between D6 and spin down would be insane. Like if
Yeah.
like you could just check what the next spin down is, and if it's not good, then you could still D6 it. You basically have 2 options.
Oh, by the way, the angel key piece 1 is Death's Touch all the time as well. Like, there's some good guaranteed things you can get.
Yeah, I mean, again, there's a lot of stuff like that and guaranteed stuff. So spin down's definitely insane. But I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I'd rather have D-Infinity over Brimstone. As crazy as that sounds.
Yeah, but you're using D-Infinity to get good items, and, like, you find toothpicks from a boss room, and you get Sacred Heart. Like, that easy.
Again,
Just a boss
it's a
item,
combination. I agree that spin down's better than D6, for sure. But this is way more than just D6. You have so many options with this.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. No, I'm happy with this. Okay, next. Oh, this is so weird. This is one of the items that I kind of have a blind spot in my brain for. Like, I don't know how this item works.
Is this the one where you get hit and it's... No, that's this, isn't it? What is this?
That's Astro Projection. Okay, I'll read it out. Upon death, Isaac turns into a ghost that is linked to Isaac's dead body, similar to the soul, the Forgotten Soul, and can continue fighting with half of a heart. Isaac comes back to life 10 seconds after this effect occurs if he doesn't take damage while in ghost form.
This
Isaac
item's
has flight
awesome.
in ghost form, but no spectral tears. No spectral tears is a bit weird. After this effect occurs, Spirit Shackles cannot activate again until Isaac gains a half or full Soul Heart or Black Heart. Soul Hearts that are used to charge Spirit Shackles will not be added to Isaac's health.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love this item, actually. I've used this a lot.
I barely used it, so this is my Esau Junior.
I actually really like this item. It's definitely better than Astral Projection. So the thing with this is, like, it's as if you're charging an extra life. It's a reusable extra life. And
you get hit for 10 seconds, you come back to life.
And exactly, it's more than that too. So many runs I've had where I would die mid-boss, but then you could just play it super safe until you respawn as, base.
When you Spirit Shackles, it says you're the Forgotten Soul. Are you actually tied to your body, or are you free moving?
I believe you're free moving, but maybe you are shackled down. You might be shackled down. But if you are, I'm pretty sure you can use your body to block shots like you can with Forgotten.
Yeah, I feel like if you're not shackled down, you probably don't have the body blocking.
I'm not sure.
I'm checking now. You are shackled to your body. I would assume that can block shots then. I would hope. If you can block shots, that's quite nice. Because the Forgotten drags shots into him.
Either way, it's even outside of that, it's an extra hit. And I believe I've used this to break Blood Donation Machine as well. Like, you could die to Blood Dono, and then go clear another room, find a Soul Heart, and then do it again.
Yeah, this is one item that for whatever reason I never get it, and when I get it, I forget what it does and I don't use it. So,
but you know what? The more I'm thinking about it, do I like it more than Astral Projection? Maybe not. I'm actually going to change my mind. The fact that this works every time you get hit, no matter how much health you have, you actually have to die with this, so...
Yeah. No, I think that's fine. I'm fine with that.
They are kind of similar in a way.
Yeah, they are pretty... I get them confused. No, it's more that I know what Astral Projection does, and I don't know what Spirit Shackles does. But I know they're similar. Okay. Oh, I hate Straw Man. ETR.
Alright.
God, get him out of my face.
Do you mind explaining what he does?
Bottom E. He gives you a keeper, like Jacob and Esau. You have keeper with you. But if the keeper dies, he dies permanently and you lose the item. Also, keeper can pick up item pedestals, so if he ever picks up an item pedestal by accident and then dies with it, you lose it. So don't do that.
So bad.
He can be good. He can play sacrams for you. He's really good with what's the item called? Sanguine Bond. He's really good with Sanguine Bond. Which is kind of funny combo. He can be good, but I just hate him. What do you think?
He definitely has utility.
I would say you need to use him the moment you pick him up. If you go into active runes with him, he's just gonna die. You need to break him
you're right.
as soon as you pick him up, and you only get a very short amount of time.
And he's an item too. It's not like he's a usable item either. So, because it's not a reusable.
Yeah, and he dies, you lose him. He's just dead.
All right. Well, how about E? I mean, I definitely think he's not a hindrance. I mean, you could just not run him into an item.
He's definitely not F. Yeah, just don't...
Can we move Keybum down to F?
He just dies.
I know what you said, but This just feels
I think
right.
he's bottom E. I don't think he's outright detrimental.
Bro, what other item
He's
is
not
outright
too bad.
detrimental?
I don't think any others will be, but I think it's... Oh, no, there's one I'm seeing. Just, let's wait. Let's just place Necronom. I think we keep him in E. It's fine that F's going to be a small tier, because there's not that many items
I
in the game
really
you're not
think
gonna
this
pick
is
up
F,
intentionally.
bruh. Man.
Look, I'll let you place him in F if you let me put Missing No in C tier.
Girl, no. Okay, Necronomicon.
I just use that as black belt for anything.
I don't like Necronomicon. I actually think the question mark book, whatever the frick is called, is better.
I would be fine if you put it right there, to be honest. If you put it right there, I would not question.
Yeah, that's fine. I think. Well, did they buff its room charge? Is it 4 now, or is it still 6?
It's 4 now, yes.
Okay, I mean at least that's something. But even then, honestly, they could have made it 2, like very easily. Like at least then it'd be good for like rooms. But like you never use this in bosses.
Yeah.
I mean you do, but it barely does.
I will say, I don't know what I was cooking with Book of Secrets.
I know.
Earlier on.
Why did you hype
Some
up
things
Book of Secrets so much?
Some things have been put in perspective.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta compare to the
That's
other
why.
secret room items.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway. Worst item in the game.
Didn't you want to put Book Secrets on
Team
like the
Trainer.
top of B or something?
Team Trainer's worst item in the game.
I'm gonna be honest. I've only used this like 3 times. Worst item in the game, really? Worse than Cursed Eye? You think so?
Yes. You don't get items anymore. You're gonna get glitch items, and they could just ruin your run. Like, you can pick up certain glitch items that will make it so like when you pick up health, it damages you, and then you just lose.
Yeah. No, you're probably
Like-
you're probably right. It just changes like the game. Like you can't even use your own
This is
game
the
knowledge.
one item that I would not... I think this kind of semi-kills Eden streaks, because you can just start with this as Eden, and just... Now it's completely up to chance. Now, yes, you can get busted items with this. I've had 3 room charge Mega Mush before. Like, sure. Another funny thing, I've had 1 room charge Delirious. 1 room charge Delirious. It was better. It was passive recharge Delirious. I still lost, because I picked up other glitch items that killed me.
Okay. Let's do Transcendence. It's flight. It's very solid. It's nothing else. No speed up. I think. Do I think flight is better utility than 99 bombs? I think is a good comparison. It's kind of tough. They're both really high in utility standards, I think. What do you think?
I think it's better. I think this might go to the very top of B.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fight it. I am a big flight fan. I think flight is like one of the best upgrades you can get in a run, utility wise.
Yeah. I don't think flight is A tier. Some flight items are A tier.
Oh,
but I
definitely.
think,
But yeah, this is just
like
flight.
Esau Jr.
Yeah.
Esau Jr. is an A tier flight item for
Vanishing Twins.
But, this is a weird one. Okay. I don't know if I like this item or not because I don't get it enough. But it's theoretically detrimental and it's theoretically really good.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. So in talking, we're gonna lower the chains below the books here, just because of
Yeah.
a turret insight. I think that looks good. All right, so
I think
now
the
we're
rest of
on
the list look pretty good.
we're on Vanishing Twins here.
Yeah, Vanishing Twin. I actually still don't know where to place Vanishing Twin. You need to help me place this because it is such a... I don't get it that often, but theoretically fighting double bosses is really bad. But yeah, 2 boss items. But is it really worth it?
I
don't
think, it's hard. I think this is better early game.
Yeah.
But even then,
it still doubles,
even then though, fighting 2 early game bosses can be kind of rough.
Let's see. What bosses does it double? Does it double all of them? It doesn't occur against mini bosses and end chapter bosses such as Mom and Mom's Heart.
It does not.
I think of the Sing double challenge.
It doesn't work for the big bosses?
Yeah, in the Sing double challenge, it does. It does that, but not Vanishing Twin. So that's okay.
Okay. Well, then that makes it a lot better to me. Because that's the only thing I was worried
Okay.
about, was fighting 2 beasts.
The Vanishing Twin and original boss will be set to 75% of their maximum health, and their movements and attack patterns will be around 20% slower. So they're easier versions of the bosses.
25% slower is a big deal. I didn't realize it did that. I thought it was just the health.
20% slower, 75% of maximum health. So you're only fighting 1.5 times the boss, really, but still not quite because there's extra shots coming at you, so it's harder to dodge quite significantly.
But if the shots are also slower, does that have like low-key stopwatch effect?
Their movements and attack patterns will be around 20% slower.
Attack patterns, probably not the shots then.
Yeah, maybe not. It's only 20%. It's not that big.
But like if it says attack patterns and not attacks, then
yeah.
Either way, the fact that it doesn't do the major bosses, and you still get double items. I mean, this is like semi-Damocles. It just makes the game a little bit harder.
Yeah, and it also is not going to insta-kill you like Damocles, but you will take extra damage, and I would say on certain floors where maybe you don't have the most soul hearts, you might end up losing your soul heart to the double boss. You get hit, lose your double chance, and that's really bad. I
almost feel like this item single-handedly makes Womb 1 probably the hardest floor in the game.
You're not really wrong.
Because you're taking double health on Womb level bosses. Double health, like, I mean, taking full hearts of damage against 2 Womb bosses could be kind of hard.
This is an item I haven't gotten enough. Because I know that theoretically you can get it early and it could make your early game kind of difficult. But then also, like, but you're only getting boss items. Is it really that important to get an extra boss item?
It could definitely snowball.
You're getting quite a few.
If you get it early, and I think that's the thing with this thing. If you get through the first 2 double bosses, I think at that point you're snowballing because you have so much more stats.
Yeah, but then what if you can't get through the first 2 double bosses?
You just lose.
What if they kind of just... Like, okay, what if you get, like, a kind of tough first floor boss, like a Ragman? Now you have 2 of them. You're screwed.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it depends on which character you're playing as at that point.
And there's certainly bosses that I find quite difficult. Like, I think Little Blob is probably the most difficult, like, early game boss. He hits me all the time with that stupid attack at the end. And if there's 2 of them, I'm getting hit for sure. And 2 of them spawning leeches all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think this can just kill a run if you get it too early. I think you could just outright die.
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm thinking that what's the best case and the worst case? The best case is you get some extra boss items. Like, okay, good. Extra stats, but is that really going to help that much? Meanwhile, the worst case is you die. Like, I don't know. I'm actually thinking it might be... I don't think it's F. I think I do need to use it more, to be fair. So I think this might be like the most uneducated item placement on this list, but I think it might be like E or D.
I think I'm going to put
I think it's probably better to just
I think
not
I'm going to put
this
it top D, honestly.
I think I'm okay with that. This is a weird item.
It is weird. It's very divisive. Here, put in the comments if you think it should be somewhere else, if you have a lot of experience with it. I've used it like 3 times, something like that. I don't know. I think I won all those runs, but to be fair, maybe it was just because of the characters I was playing as. I could imagine that...
I've only ever got it on runs that were already strong.
Like, I could not imagine...
when I was already strong.
I could not imagine playing as, like, Lost and, like, getting this first floor. Like, I feel like that'd be so hard.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've only gotten this on runs that were already strong. So yes, I took it, it made my run stronger, but I didn't really need it. I've never gotten this on a run that was weak. And theoretically, that's the run. The weak run is the one that needs the extra boss item the most. But it's also one that's not going to be able to handle the double bosses. So it's kind of counterintuitive. The runs that can handle it are already strong. They don't need the items. The ones that are weak are just going to die.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Like,
I think this is fine. Either way.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, look, it's your favorite item.
Oh no, you place this one.
No, you place it. It's your favorite item.
Oh yeah. So I've done the Wavy Cap challenge where I spam this, and I think I made it to like Dark Room or something, and I somehow only took 1 damage to it lives. So clearly I'm just the best at the game. The run sucked and it was carried by Guppy's Paw. This is E tier bottom. The only reason it's not F tier is because an active item can't ever really be an F tier.
Not really, no. Because it doesn't really hinder the run, ever. You just don't use it.
Yeah, if you just pick it up and never touch it, then it doesn't actually do anything. So
hey, I'm just saying, if we're talking about max skill level, this is technically the best item in the game. It breaks the tier cap.
It doesn't... Here's the thing. It doesn't even give you that big of a tier boost. It's kind of sad.
But you spam it, and you get to complete max. As long as you're just goated at being high, then you just destroy.
It plateaus the tier stat quite a lot, and I think it stops raising at some point. You can't even get to 120. You can only get... It doesn't even raise that high, trust. It's not even good, even if you use it.
Bro,
it is
skill,
good. You get
high
skills, but it's
skill wavy cat, bro.
not high skill. Okay.
R key. So, I mean, it's freaking R key. What is there to say? I think, you know what? I'm gonna rank this in a weird way. A lot of people probably wouldn't rank it this way. I think it's at the top of the list.
I actually was going to agree.
So the thing with R key, not only does it completely bust open your run, but like it does something that no other item in the entire game can do, and that is give you multiple character achievements in one run. Like,
see, here's the thing. I think it might be top of S even without factoring in the multi achievements.
Honestly, probably.
Because if you're okay, now here's the thing. Theoretically, a glitch crown can give you a more powerful run. However, if I get R key at any point in the run, I can just save it, and as soon as my run starts going sour, oh no, I'm on half heart, I'm about to die. R key. Am I going to lose that run from that point? No, I won't. It doesn't matter that I'm not going to end the run as strong as glitch crown would on a single run. I'm not going to lose if I R key ever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter when you get it in the run. It doesn't matter when you get it. You can pick it up, use it instantly. You can pick it up, wait until you're about to die, use it. I said it before. I had a run where I was fighting Delirium. I was going to lose. I used an Emperor card. I was that desperate to get out of the boss room to try to get some hearts on the floor. I used an Emperor card. The boss dropped R key. I won the run. Like when I came back to Delirium, I just destroyed him.
Is it unlocked?
It literally
don't you unlock?
Guaranteed to die.
I want to say this because I think it's the funniest unlock condition in the game. Don't you unlock this by resetting like 5 times in a row?
No, you don't. This is default. This is default unlock.
Oh, really?
It's
something you unlock for resetting.
It's scared heart. It's scared heart. It's the hearts that run away from you. The red hearts that run away from you.
Oh, that would have been so funny.
It should be though. They should have made this. They should have made this
They should have. I guess I don't know how you'd unlock that in console. To be fair, because I don't think you can spam reset in console.
It's just getting a -7 win streak.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's really weird. What? Whatever.
It's because you can't hold R. So if you
like
instead of holding R 7 times, it's just -7.
Either way, this is a really funny idea for an item. Edmund saw how strong the R key is in Isaac, so he made the strongest item in the game.
Actually, technically, that was Kilburn who did that. He did that in Anti-Birth, and this is an Anti-Birth.
Oh, this is an Anti-Birth item? I don't even know that. Well, then, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I will say, if I get a choice out of any item in the game, I will choose Glitch Crown, but R key is the better choice.
Yeah, there's a lot of times I see R key and I just don't use it because I don't feel like going through another run. But
it's a lot of effort. It's gonna make you run a lot longer. But it is
the best item in the game. If you tap R key,
you're not losing.
I think the only negative to it is that your timer does go over, right?
Yeah.
That's the only negative, but that's so niche. Like, hell, even then, I mean, the only negative I could see is that you can't do boss rush or hush. But like that again, that's so niche. You can do it. I do think a lot of these S tier items, especially ones near the top, like Rock Bottom and Glitch Crown, I do think the highs of those items are much higher than R key. But I think R key is just so consistent. It is always always going to win. You always win. It's true.
Yeah.
I can't think of a single time where I've used R key and I've lost. I mean, that'd be ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right. Final item.
Am I placing this one?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
I think. I don't know. It's definitely B tier. Maybe top of B. I think it's a little bit better than Fly, just a bit.
I was thinking bottom A, honestly.
Bottom A.
It's hard because like, no, maybe I'll agree with you because honestly, you got to think about it. It's a reusable item, so you have to use it in order to get its effect. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
And it doesn't even it's a one-time use too. I think that's it. It's got to be C.
Wait. Look, anyway, if it's going into C, right, we need to consider something. If you die with 1-up, you come back to life, but if you die with this, you die. So I think this has to be below 1-up, at least.
Oh, shoot. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. You know what else? Like, you could use Death Certificate, and, like, you could accidentally run into an item that you didn't even want. And, like, at that point,
that's true.
You may as well rank it lower than, like, a lot of these items. Because you could pick up, I don't know, the poop. Like.
Yeah. And I mean, okay, think about this. You can use Book of Secrets multiple times a floor, but you can only use Death Certificate once in the entire run.
That's true! Oh my god. Book of Secrets, man.
Okay, and think about this, right? Strawman. Strawman. He's a temporary item, and that's why we thought he was bad, but so is Death Certificate. Like,
True, they got to be at least next to each other. But I mean, Strawman
okay,
has
but think about this,
Strawman.
right?
Strawman can like sacrifice room himself. You can't do that with Death Certificate.
Yeah. Well, think about this. I think it's actually below Team Trainer, because Team Trainer can give you 3 room charge Mega Mush as a glitch item, but Death Certificate can't do that.
That's true.
Death Certificate is a lie. It says it gives you every item in the game. It really doesn't. Yeah.
That's a good point.
I think it's definitely bottom of it. I don't see him moving from that position.
You know what though?
I'm 100%
One
sure.
thing that we should really consider, honestly.
What? What is
Wow, I can't even believe I didn't even think about it. No, this completely changes the item. You get like a lot of extra rooms out of Death Certificate. Like you get like some hearts, some soul hearts, you get
it?
cards.
Some chests. Oh my god, you're right. Wait.
That changes the
Wait, you get
item
some
so
chests.
much.
Wait, there's like a few keys and a few bombs. Like,
Oh my god. I didn't
Yeah.
even think about that. Yeah. Alright. It's definitely S tier. 100%.